Hey, everybody, we're back. It's Scott. Oh, you know what? We forgot. Oh, no, we were going to pay it off at the end of this episode. You know what? Let's give them a treat early. Let's tell them what our Twitters are.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No? Make them wait? Okay, let's be clear. We will forget this by the end of this episode.
Yeah, that's the novelty of the thing. Is that
part
we've
of the
been
fun.
Trying to pay this off for 6 total hours, and at the end we're going to be so tired
Yeah.
that we're going to be like, turn it off, I'm done.
And we had to take an extra long break between the two parts because we had to buy a bunch of Trump NFTs.
Yep.
Which was his big announcement today.
I got the one with the rocket ships of American flags. America.
It is very exciting. Hi, I'm Scott. I'm at Not Scott Henson. And we just did a 3-hour and 8-minute podcast, and we got through 4 of 11 movies.
Because we're stupid.
I feel good.
I'm Drew. I'm at Sarian Softpaws, or you can follow me on Letterboxd, Drew Sarian.
Are you saying that through your hoodie?
No, it's over my chin.
Just over your chin, but the mouth is free. I like a free mouth, especially when it's. Nope, I don't like it anymore.
Juicy? You like it when it's juicy?
I don't
like a juicy mouth.
I don't like a juicy mouth, but I do like latecomers to the All Request Spectacular. Who?
What about no comers?
No come November.
Yeah.
Well, it's December, so time to send us some money.
Time to nut.
It's time to nut. All nut December.
Nut up or shut up.
Hey, if you are so stupid that you haven't requested a movie yet and want to, well, great news, dum-dum. You can still get in against everyone's better intentions. So send $50 or more per a movie choice to paypal.me/notscotthenson, and you can still be part of this magic. And let's be clear, as we enter part 2 of episode 2 of at least 8, we wildly underpriced ourselves on these movies. What I would give to go back in time and double the price and get half the movies. The same amount of money, half the movies. What a goddamned dream that would be. You know what's crazy is even if we did that, we'd still have more movies than we did last All Request. We have more, as it stands, we have more than double last time. It's too many movies, guys, is what I'm trying to say. But we would like you to pick more movies and send us money now that it's for $50.
Think of it this way. Think about how each and every one of you listening out there loves it when we degrade you as human beings.
Stupid.
And there's nothing that's going to make us want to degrade you more as a listener and as a human being than inconveniencing us by giving us $50 or more to add an additional movie on to the end of this All Request Live Spectacular and make us hate and loathe the fact that we are so popular. Everybody loves us. It's the best podcast. Some people are saying it's the greatest podcast.
A lot of people are telling me
all time.
It's one of the best podcasts.
And if you really want to be a part of us hating movies and never wanting to do this again,
I'm getting there, and I'm not even
your opportunity.
Close to halfway through.
Scott's got 45 episodes of Law and Order that he
Just
can't
sitting
even
there.
look at because we have so many movies to sit through and take notes on and then talk about for 8 hours, ruining our day because of you.
I don't know what Benson's up to lately.
Couldn't tell you.
Maybe she's fucking the new guy.
What about Stabler? What the fuck's his name?
You said all the right letters. You just pronounced it weird. Stabler.
What's Stabler up to?
Not Stabler. Well, I don't know, because last I heard, the organized crime unit was getting disbanded, so I think he's up shit creek.
Shit.
So, I don't know, but maybe there's been some new development, but who am I to know? And I won't know for weeks, if not months, because of this fucking thing.
You're not going to find out what's happening until March, and by that time, you're going to have 300 episodes to watch.
That's correct. Yeah, so if we don't add any more episodes, we end the first week of February. Then I have to watch all the Best Picture nominees, which by comparison is fine. It's less than one episode of this fucking show.
Yep.
And then I guess shortly after that, we're doing our best ofs for 2020 and 2021, which I feel like is about 15 movies a piece.
Yeah,
I gotta watch for those.
Something like that.
And then after that, no more movies. That's it.
No more podcasts.
No more podcasts, no more movies. All right?
No more friendship. No more life.
Oh.
We're ending life.
Now you're speaking my language.
And not just ours.
Oh.
We're ending everybody's life. Everybody fucking dies.
Ultra mega mass homicide?
Ultra.
Nice.
The largest. The largest. Maybe I won't say that at the beginning of a podcast.
The biggest mass killing. Maybe don't say that.
Maybe we shouldn't say that.
I understand your apprehension. Although I think
I'll save that for 2.5 hours in when nobody's listening and
I'll
we're
save
just
that
talking to each
for
other.
I'll save that for 2.5 Men.
Where's the half man?
What's he up to?
Fat, probably.
You get real Christian?
He got really Christian and spoke out a lot against Charlie Sheen, I think.
I can't imagine speaking out against Charlie Sheen.
Well, he's done some good stuff.
Yeah. Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
He did him.
He did do him. Corey Haim did him.
The two Corys.
Could you imagine being in the two Corys?
Yes, but only as Feldman. I can't put myself in Haim's place.
Oh, that's not what I meant, but...
Oh, what are you asking me?
Being in the two Corys.
Well, wouldn't being in the two Corys entail being one of the Corys?
Nope. It would entail placing your barbed penis in both Corys.
I see. Yes, but same answer, only with Feldman.
He's not dead, right? He's still alive?
He is against all odds alive.
Yeah.
But not well.
No.
And nor would I expect him to be.
No. Not when you're getting passed around by Hollywood's teenage elite.
What a fun phrase.
Passed around by Hollywood's teenage elite.
By the Brat Pack.
By the Brat Pack. You ever think...
I got raped by Ali Sheedy.
That's pretty funny. That's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, imagine.
Imagine just doing one 15, what is it, 10 minutes? 7-minute podcast.
Just get into a tight 7, get out, ask for money, everybody's happy.
Say a couple jokes, people give us money, done.
Can we figure out how to do that?
I would love to.
Oh my God.
I would love to. Also, I'm going to drink some more Dayquil, because technically it's the next day. It is in fact...
For those listening, it's the next day, so Drew needs more Dayquil.
It's a new day.
He definitely didn't have a bunch of Dayquil a few hours ago.
You know what? I'm apprehensive.
Second thoughts?
I'm apprehensive.
I don't blame you for having second thoughts.
Yeah, I'm apprehensive.
I think just stick with Gatorade number 2 and see where it takes you. Like, if something real bad happens, then we'll look at medication.
Yeah. I don't want to be high and throwing up.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not.
I don't know. What else is going on? Cameo.com/scoot.
Stop it.
What?
I don't want people to request things that I have to film anymore. It's disgusting.
Look,
is that OnlyFans?
No, it's the link tree for the person with the weird fursuit. Off pod, don't worry about it.
You have OnlyFans?
Tumblr. Who still has a Tumblr?
I don't know.
And lists it first. Tumblr wishlist. Tumblr. I've never been clear if it's pronounced Ko-fi or coffee, like KO-FI. It's just like another like, people can send like sort of a Patreon type thing where people send you money, and it's the gimmick is like buy me a coffee, send me $5, but it's spelled KO-FI. Anyway, there's that Picarto, which is like an art streaming site, Flickr, Instagram for Affinity, Twitter.
Has Flickr?
Nobody has Flickr.
What the fuck?
It's a picture site.
That's like going on to like the Apple store or the Play Store, and you just like you type in like Tumblr, you download it, and then it's like other users
the one below it,
and then you just start like installing every other one down the line.
That's how you get Flickr.
All of them.
Sorry, photographers. I know you're yelling at us about Flickr right now and how it's
there's photographers listening to a gay furry wrestling movie podcast. Bullshit.
We do wear many hats.
Do you like that I went gay first?
I like that you started gay.
There's nobody listening to a gay furry wrestling movie wrestling podcast.
Yeah, the rest are incidental, but the gay is very important.
The gay is very prominent.
What the hell was I saying before I came across you? I don't know. Oh, yeah, you fucking interrupted my cameo.
Whatever, I don't give a shit.
I was gonna say something nice. I was gonna say I owe you one because I also would have for you, so don't think I wouldn't reciprocate. But I do understand that it's weird to film someone taking off their socks, throwing them at the camera, and wiggling their bare feet for the better part of a minute and a half,
And trying not to vomit. Although I will say, I think my camera work was pretty good.
It was very nice. It was appreciated by the Cameo client, and apparently it's going to result in art. But
is it going to be painted in semen? Is this a real Darby Allin situation?
I hope the canvas is the materials upon the canvas are nothing but blood and semen.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to throw up.
Yeah, no, it's bad. I was told that I take good care of my feet for a wrestler, I think was the the caveat on that. So yeah, it was weird. It was weird. I felt weird, but also as with so many things I regret doing in the past, I needed the money. So if you want to help that out, cameo.com/scoot. And I will say whatever you want to you or a loved one or a not so loved one. But Christmas is just around the corner, and I think they'd make a fun present. So cameo.com/scoot. Go to the very YouTube site that this is on right now. Maybe you're even listening to it, or maybe you're listening to it on Google Podcasts. You're the guy.
The one listener.
YouTube.com/@NotScottHenson, same as all of my one other social media, Twitter. And click the join button, and you can get this very episode early, probably, I think. It's hard. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying my best.
How much money would somebody have to give you for you to follow them on Instagram?
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Which I famously do not follow anyone on.
Yeah. How much money?
Are we talking monthly rate to stay following them or flat forever?
I will let you decide.
I will follow you on Instagram for $20 a month.
Okay.
Or flat 500 forever.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
I think somebody should take you up on that.
I think they should. But if you go monthly and you don't re-up the fucking second midnight strikes on the 1st, you are donezo, pal. Forget about it. All right? All right. PayPal.me/NotScottHenson. Is that all the money things? Did I say, go to this YouTube. YouTube.com/@NotScottHenson. Click join. Choose a money level. Hopefully over 10 if you want this early. Fivers, go fuck yourselves. We'll find other less exciting presents for you. And get this early, and more importantly, support this show and all the fun things we do so we don't kill ourselves.
I think it would be really cool is if we could get enough of this so that I can quit my job. I don't have to commute an hour and 30-ish minutes to and from work every day.
That's a lot. I also support that. So if you listening also support that, maybe get on it? ? I think without further ado, I would like some candy.
What about the final
countdown?
Money-related
what have I forgotten?
Business that we need to keep mentioning until we get a signed piece of paper.
Sure. Manscaped. If you listen to part 1, the deal is we haven't gotten the 3-month contract we're getting yet, so I don't know if we're in limbo or what. So, like I said before, if you need to buy something from Manscaped right now, go ahead and do it with promo code CATS20, CATS20. Or if you can wait a week and it's more about supporting us than actually buying stuff from Manscaped. Hey, it's fun to say this without having to send this to Manscaped because they wouldn't be that psyched about that.
Nope.
But yeah.
What are they going to do? Listen to the podcast?
No. If not, if they know what's good for them.
Well, if considering the fact that they've been giving us things to read for ads this entire time and haven't immediately gone, whoa, we cannot be associated with this, I don't think they're listening to the podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they kept it up after read 1, I feel like we're in the clear.
We're in the clear.
So yeah, if you can wait a week, go ahead and wait a week, because I would be surprised if we didn't have the contract in place a week from now. But if you need something for Christmas and have to buy it this week, go ahead and buy it with promo code CATS20, and hopefully that will count towards their ROI on us, as they say in the business world, and they will be against all odds re-signing us to more time after the 3 months. So that's what to do. Now I want candy. I want candy, bubblegum, and taffy. Skip to the sweet shop with my sweetheart Sandy. Got my penny saved, so I'm her sugar daddy. I'm a Hugh Cronin. She's my Jessica Tandy. I want candy.
Okay, but you can only have the banana one.
No! Fuck you. I
don't make the rules.
I drop some flawless MCP pants for you.
Yep.
And you give me the promise of a banana gummy bear.
Banana gummy bear.
Banana
gummy bear. Well, what one do you want?
I mean, we're gonna blast through them all. So take your pick. So, okay.
There's 2 of those, so we can each open one. Unless you just want to open one.
We can probably just open one. Drew's entered the throwing phase.
I'm getting aggressive.
You know what?
I'm in the terrible twos. Well, you already went ahead and had the fucking sour ones.
I got psyched about this. So, shout out to Jack Wolfsbane of Czechia, as I'm told it's called now. You're not a republic anymore. What are you, a benevolent dictatorship now? The only good form of government, by the way. Don't get me started on that. That's a thing for another day. Democracy sucks. Because you know why? Because everyone's too stupid. So, Jack Wolfsbane, a lovely gentleman, sent me a bunch of candy from his native Czechia.
Where are you from? Kladno?
Ooh, dropping non-Prague references. I love it.
Well, I mean, I'm all about. Oh my god, I like those. Those are pretty good. I know a lot about the Czech Extraliga, which is the professional hockey league in Czech Republic, former Czech Republic, sorry, Czechia.
Thank you.
Where noted 50-year-old Jaromir Jagr played his first game of the season like last week because almost his entire team had COVID, so he had to play. He got 2 fucking assists.
My man.
That's wild.
He's the greatest hockey player of all time.
He's it's amazing.
I love him.
I mean, I think if he was playing
so old
in a league where anybody was taking a run at him, he'd probably not get 2 assists.
He'd crumble into dust. But until then, he's doing great. Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
So, Mr. Wolfsbane, may I call you that? Mr. Wolfsbane?
Mr. Wolfsbane.
Sent, bunch of candies, sort of bagged Haribo type candies. In fact, one of them is Haribo, but the big one in Czechia seems to be Jojo. And along with a kitty coffee mug, a tiger plushie, and a lovely note. So thanks so much. I really appreciate the Christmas presents.
Where are you from? Liberec?
I think
Litvinov?
I think he's just from Prague.
Brno?
Should I be saying that? How much? I think there was a return address on the
Ostrava
on the package, so I could probably just give his full home address
out loud on the podcast.
But maybe I won't. But very much appreciated. And if anyone else wants to mail us physical presents, we're not against that.
Scott loves giving out his personal home address.
Look, I've got a PO box that you are more than welcome to send fun stuff to. So if anyone wants or needs that,
I've got a boy box you can send your
Drew has a boy box you can send it to. So we're starting with
my asshole.
Good to know. We're starting with the JoJo. I wish I knew how to pronounce any of these consonants with accent. I'm not used to consonants with accents.
Do you
Like an S with a triangle over it?
Do you want me to just tell you what Google Translate says it is?
I would love to.
What happened? Oh my god, what happened there? All right, which one am I looking up?
This guy?
Oh my god.
I also like a word that starts with HR. Off to a rough start, English-wise. Cro.
Oh, I have one. You don't need to show me.
The small one. Crosiki. I'm going with Crosiki. They're little gummies that got a white bottom.
Do you know what it means? Bugs.
Nice.
But it... Oh!
What are you?
I don't know. I was trying to... Well, it's translating it from Slovak.
Well, that's...
Not...
We split them.
Yeah, we kept them separate.
Yeah. The offspring taught us that.
Yeah, I was going to say, we gave them the offspring. We had to keep them separated.
So these come in pineapple.
That's so weird that it's translating from Slovenian.
Oh, that one's good. I'm enjoying this.
And now you're making me type it out again, you fuckers.
Pineapple, apple. I think one was plum. And what was broskev?
Plum, right?
Was broskev plum? Then what is
it's
svestka?
I don't know that this translates correctly. It's telling me that this word,
Crosiki?
Crosiki. No, volume's not off. It's on. What are you talking about?
Just butchering the language. I apologize in advance. I'm trying one of every flavor, and so far, batting 1,000. Pineapple was good. The lighter red, the broskef was great. Whatever it is. Apple's good.
You're good.
And then the darker, purpley red one.
Some weird's going on here.
You doing good?
Well, it's telling my phone's having a seizure apparently, or a heart attack or something. Because it's literally telling me volume's off, even though it's not off.
Oh, good.
So I guess we're not finding out how Google Translate pronounces any of these things.
Sad.
Anyways, sorry. Which one did you have? All of them?
I had one of each. The lighter reddy pinky one, which is Broskev.
Yeah.
Was delicious.
Okay. I'm gonna have the yellow one.
The other one's pineapple. It's good.
Oh, they're like the frogs.
Yeah, you know those like green and white frog candies? They're of that ilk.
The light pink one.
I thought the light pink was great. Is that plum or something else? One's plum, one's other.
It says there's 4.
Yeah.
Where's the green one?
They're in there.
Oh, they kind of look like the yellow ones when they're not lit up.
Yeah, they're a light green. Broskef. Check. Broskef.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's peach.
Peach.
Peach is the lighter one. And plum is the darker one.
Not too bad.
Yeah, the peach is really good. What else we got?
We got racism sticks.
Tell us about the racism sticks.
Pedro.
And does Pedro have a logo?
He does.
Is he a sleepy Mexican in a sombrero?
He may or may not be. I cannot confirm, nor deny.
And these are little
strawberry sticks.
Little red tubes with white in them.
Like lime wires, I guess.
I got a red tube with white in it for you.
Ew.
Yeah, grossed myself out.
It's nice to use the thing to open it. Oh, it just comes off and it doesn't open.
Nothing opens. Love it.
Good job. Good job.
Classic.
Good job, Slovenia.
Classic Czech craftsmanship.
You can't call it that anymore. It's a racist term now. Calling them Czechs is racist.
What do we call them?
Chechenians.
I keep telling you that's a different thing. I don't love it.
Okay. I don't mind them.
I am... Let me finish. Can I finish? Drew? Can I finish?
Yeah.
Can I finish? Thank you.
I like them.
I'm officially not into them.
Okay, I'll take them.
I'm out. Pass.
I bet you... You know what? These Pedros are going to be gone by the end of the podcast.
100%. Yeah, no, you want the other half of the one I had?
Sure.
You're
not sick.
I didn't like it.
You want worms? You want worms? You want bears? You want weird marshmallow things?
Worm me.
Or what are obviously just Smarties.
Yeah, I don't know if we even need to do those. And I don't even like Smarties that much. Also, I should be very clear. Canadian Smarties, not American Smarties. Canadian Smarties are large M&Ms, and that's what these look to be. I mean,
not really. They're different.
It's chocolate in a thin candy shell.
They're different. If you put them you try them side by side, they're very different.
They're big M&Ms.
No, not even close. Gummy worms. Eat them.
I have to sneeze first.
No, you don't.
Oh my god, you were right. I don't. Power of positive thinking. So we got worms, 2 flavors. There is an orange cherry and an apple pineapple and a pen pineapple apple pen.
They're gummy worms. They are what they are.
That one's fun. Also, to be clear, non-sour gummy worms. Yeah, those are similar to what you got here.
They ain't bad, but they ain't awful.
They ain't bad, but they ain't bad, says Drew.
I said bad and awful. Those are 2 different things. Do you want marshmallows or bears?
Bears.
Wow, you really don't want these marshmallows, do you?
I want to save them because they're the weirdest.
I really want you to get the banana one.
No.
Close your eyes. Pick one out.
I will not. I'll just die.
Close your eyes. Pick one out.
I'll barf. So these are... This is Czechia's Haribo Gold Bears.
Czechia.
Classic.
Oh, they're a little hard.
Multi-flavored gummy bears. However, looking at the fruits on the front, slightly different than the North American equivalent, I see... Drew's making a face.
I don't like them. And they're like pretty hard, too.
I see cherry. I see orange. I see green apple. I see what at first I thought was a red apple, but it's probably a peach because there wouldn't be red apple and green apple. I see a raspberry, and I see a fucking banana. Get your banana out of my gummy bears. I'm going to have a red one. These are much harder than I was expecting. Drew, I'll just die if it's a red banana. I don't love them.
No,
they're better here.
Yeah.
And they don't have banana.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate banana as much as you do, but...
Have a banana.
I don't want a banana, but I like banana-flavored things. I don't like bananas because I don't like the stringies.
Oh, I see.
That's why I don't like them.
That's your issue.
I like them because they're penis-shaped, and I like putting them in my mouth.
Obviously.
But I don't like the stringy things that
I like the
peel
phallic
off.
aspect of it.
Yeah, of course. I'm nothing if not a straight man. I love phallic things in my mouth.
A straight man who hosts a gay podcast.
Correct.
I like that.
A gay wrestling and movie and furry podcast.
I like that for you.
Okay, I'm going to try the Smarties even though you don't like them. Oh, I like the cute little top.
I'm not loving the bears.
No, me either.
And there also appears to be a clear one. So, what flavor could that even be? Are they Smarties?
100% the same
They're
thing.
literally
They're
Canadian
literally
Smarties.
Smarties.
Yeah. They sure look like that. That's why I thought they weren't even...
Not even a little, like, different chocolate or different...
It is what it is. It's probably all made by what? Nestle?
Maybe.
JoJo is made by Nestle. All the... most of the candies.
Nestle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nestle. Imported from Canada.
No.
No, that'd be really
that would be funny.
Really funny, though.
I'm like, we don't export anything. Besides self-righteousness.
Peace in the Middle East.
Sure.
Accidentally shooting and killing British soldiers.
Oops.
And getting killed by British soldiers.
Yeah, it was
though we're on the same team.
It was tit for tat. So these are called what? These are made by JoJo.
Vexta.
And there are weird... I thought they were like hard candies, or at least those sort of like chalky ones. These are squishy, like opaque pastels. Don't throw them all over my floor.
I threw one on the floor.
Too many.
Should I try and pick the bag up with my feet, Scott? Is that a reasonable request?
Maybe if you have prehensile toes, you can.
Yeah, well, you don't either, so.
Flavor-wise, we're dealing with orange, lemon,
plum,
apple, cherry.
Yeah, sour cherry, I think was the other one.
Sour cherry. Good call.
I'm
intrigued by both the texture and the flavors, so let's have a look. Oh, they're quite squishy.
They're like something.
Labia minora.
Underwhelming flavor is what I'm going to say.
I gotta finish my worm first.
I bet you, though, that if you grow up somewhere outside of North America, your flavor palette is probably more sensitive to flavor.
For sure. Oh, I see what you mean. It's like...
Because for us, in North America, the superior place in the world...
We are blasted with flavor.
All the time, right?
Yeah.
And everything's like... Everything's turned up to 11. References to last episode and this episode.
True.
But like, yeah, like everything's way more powerful here. So your flavor palette...
As Tim Allen demanded.
Yeah. So your flavor palette is like way more used to...
Big flavor.
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I would imagine I would imagine somebody who's lived in mainland Europe their entire life and has never been to North America.
Yeah.
If they came here, they're going to be like... It was like when the Brits came here and they tasted root beer for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? They were like obsessed with it and they all bought 2 liters.
Minds were blown.
And they were like chugging them like they were nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't have this at home. And you're like, yeah, that's just root beer. Like, that's just how it tastes. I mean, you've gone back in a couple times.
I want to try all the flavors. I think I like the apple best in this one.
I'm going to eat these Pedros.
You would.
I would eat these Pedros.
Racist.
Over.
Those are fun. There's some good stuff. So I think the winners...
Like the sours.
Sours are good. And the sours are apple and lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into those before Drew came because I likes me a sour, and I was very close to eating the whole bag. I'm like, no, Drew has to try them.
These are for both of us.
Oh, Drew likes the Pedro so much he's dancing.
Yep.
Oh, he's Trump dancing.
Trump dancing.
Wrists up.
Wrists up, hands not in a full fist.
Yep.
Because I don't think he can make them.
It's very funny how gay Trump is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he talks gay, he moves gay, and somehow he's the most masculine man in America.
Virile.
You gotta respect it.
If a woman's even in the same room as Trump's sperm, pregnant.
True. He'll get you.
There's a man that's paid for some abortions.
That's... But also not. Like, he just had Barron, even though he was, I don't know, 68 when he was born.
And Barron's 9 foot tall.
Yeah, he's...
Yeah, we looked it up.
He has interesting genetics. Somehow Trump's poison old man sperm created the tallest man in the Western Hemisphere. Speaking of freaks, do you want to talk about creeps? Like that famous Judd Apatow show, Creeps and Freaks.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So, everybody's favorite, and I hope it's everybody's favorite. I mean, we've never heard anything negative about it.
I gotta say, we have, like, on deck, an unbelievable, unprecedented Facebook Creep of the Week. But
that may or may not deserve his own entire fucking episode.
That we alluded to in part 1. That
full episode of one guy.
I'm very sorry we can't talk about on that episode, on this episode, next week. Like, I don't think we can, in good conscience, do it during the whole request thing. But maybe we will, so be sure you listen to every episode carefully.
Yeah, never not listening.
Because it may be in there. But he deserves some time, is what we're saying. This one, I feel like we can bang out pretty quick, fuck it, suck it, and get to the movies. And in a perfect world, have the episode be less than 3 hours?
We'll see. How long are we right now?
That's a great question. 34 minutes.
Nope, not going to happen. We got like 7 movies to get through. So.
We do have 7 movies.
At
5 minutes a movie, that's 35 minutes.
Well, let's do that then. I'm fine with giving these people very little for their money. I don't like or respect most of them.
Is it because they're women?
Some.
Okay.
Twitter Creep of the Week.
We did it.
You know you love it. You know you love it. So, I through my perusing of the internet, found a gentleman who
On the way back from a disappointing wrestling show on Friday?
yeah, on the way to
Maybe on the way too.
on the way to. I wasn't quite disappointed yet.
But you were fixing.
I was fixing for disappointment.
Yeah.
So just kind of going through my.
Why didn't Richard Nixon? Why wasn't his campaign fixing for a Nixon?
I don't know.
He could have had 4 terms instead of resigning in disgrace halfway into his second.
Why wasn't Ted Cruz cruising for a bruising?
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I mean, I guess he still could. He's still alive and very possibly could run for president.
How about Dykes Like Ike trying to get the lesbian vote for Eisenhower? No?
I don't think that's
Are we
gonna
not?
fly.
Are we not doing that? Oh, you have to go to the hospital.
Change that word up a little bit. Kikes for
No. Oh, you did. Look, another very important demographic.
They vote.
Well, not only do they vote, they have chosen. Let me just check them out. Oh, every president. How's the new Kanye album?
If they killed so many, why are there so many left?
Oh my god.
That's a blanket statement. You don't know what that's for.
Dogs.
It could be anything. Anyway, Twitter creep of the week. Perusing through my Twitter on the way down to be disappointed at wrestling and be very angry at booking.
Yep.
Just kind of came across a random guy. Was like, whatever. Gonna look through. Was like, oh, I don't care for his name on Twitter, not his handle.
His username.
His username. Didn't realize at the time until today that he not only follows me and Scott, but we both follow him back.
Yes.
So I hope he's not listening to the podcast because I'll feel really bad about calling him Twitter creep of the week.
Even if you are
there's
just
somebody else who, if they slip up, they're going to be Twitter creep of the week.
There's always
But
a
as
backup
long
plan.
as they don't slip up and they stay in the good graces, they will not be Twitter creep.
Always a backup plan. But even on the off chance he is listening, you can have a good sense of humor about yourself.
Or you can be mad and unfollow both of us and block us and then never listen to the podcast again.
It would be interesting. Let's check back on this in like 3 days and see if we both have one less follower. But this is all meant with love and also a bit of disgust.
A little bit.
Yeah. equal parts love and disgust.
So, at Lucas Crimson _
So, all one word, Lucas Crimson, followed by an underscore. LUCASCRIMSON _
His name on Twitter is the Armpit Sniffer.
Don't love it.
In brackets, Lucas Crimson Snow, 18. No.
The classic. The classic 18 no sign.
27. Big char / lion, and sometimes a cat.
What's a char?
Here, you will find furry
Charizard?
stuff, art of my character, and nudes. DMs are open. Beware of the armpit sniffer. ... Sniff. Brazil, linked to his Fur Affinity account. Born March 1st, 1995. Joined
Home address?
2014. Home address. Mother's maiden name. Now, you may go through this if you're one of those listeners who does every time we do Twitter Creep of the Week and decides, I'm going to go check this person out, and then you're going to be completely disgusted.
Although, I mean...
On the surface,
yeah.
Nothing really that gross.
No one's bathing in shit.
Yes, that is true.
The day we went too far.
No one is making me actively almost
Literally
throw up
for
on
real
Scott's
almost
bed
throw up. Yeah.
From looking at their posts.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of it is just your generic retweeting of furry porn, furry art. Which, in all honesty,
leaning gay.
It's a lot of what my Twitter feed is now, because
It sure is.
Every single one of you degenerate perverts that I follow is just retweeting furry art.
It's just a gay
in
ass
some
furry.
cases, worse things, but they're still in the good books.
Yes.
So
Precisely.
there's some, there's
Look at the pecs on this fucking shark.
shark with pecs, giant tiger penis.
Yeah.
Then just like literally just cat, like regular cat stuff.
Yep.
A big fat chonky cat getting bathed and not liking it.
Oh, I like that guy.
Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's so unhappy.
He looks like a fat ass Seb.
Yes, he does. He does. And he's very unhappy about it.
But,
There's a raccoon petting a cat. That's pretty cute.
that is pretty cute. Oh, little guy.
It's so cute. He's rubbing his butthole. That's so good. I like that. That's really cute.
That's very cute.
Wow, to be fair, they tricked the raccoon and put food on the cat. Anyways, here's a male cat who's been bred, or a male tiger who's been bred while being held his legs being held by a shark, whatever.
Just buckets of cum leaking out of
Some
his
anime
asshole.
stuff, some gay porn stuff, more real actual cat stuff.
Yep.
All this is nothing. This is just a walk in the park.
This is another day at the office.
This is a regular day at the office. This is the worst year of our lives on an easy day. And then you get down...
But if you find yourself to, I don't know, November 8th?
And somewhere around November 8th
in the timeline,
year, you will see a man wearing a condom, jerking off into the condom, and asking if anyone has a condom fetish.
Not so much asking if anyone has a condom fetish. He asked if anyone has a condom fetish and then replied to his own post with him jerking off into a condom.
With his own, so it's him jerking off in a condom.
Yeah.
And then replying to that
with more
jerking off into a condom. And I just want to, look, I want to come across right now and say,
You're coming, can I say right now, the way you're coming across? Pretty sus. So maybe you can do something about that.
No.
Change my opinion.
No.
He is stored in the balls. Change my mind.
I can't. I really can't. I don't want to yuck your yums.
We never do.
That's the key factor here is we are not shaming anyone for what they're into.
No.
On the podcast.
Mostly.
Off the podcast, you don't want to know what we're talking about.
And also, even on the podcast, we have our limits.
But
the poo is too much.
The poo is too much. But
we are going to yuck that yum.
What I want to say is that you can have whatever fetish you want. Cockvore, you can have baby talk, you can have
baby talk.
Yeah, well, people wearing diapers and getting their butt wiped and changed and shit, like ABDL.
Which I always, what is it adult baby diaper lifestyle?
Down syndrome?
I hate that ABDL is in my fucking...
Well,
I hate the first search thing that comes up. ABDL diaper brands. What's the best brand of diaper I should wear for my disgusting fetish?
What's the answer? Bing it.
Let me come back to it. It's adult baby diaper lover.
Gross. I hate that. That's disgusting.
It's I thought the L was maybe lifestyle.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, what's the best brand?
I don't ever...
Look up the brand. I want to know. Does Pampers make an extra 4XL?
I hate this. List of ABDL diapers.
Oh, list?
The number 1, the ABDL shop. Number 2, ABDL World. Number 3, AB Universe. Number 4, no,
Did you disgust yourself?
I've come across something so upsetting I can't possibly continue. Number 4.
Say it.
Number 4. Aw, so cute. That's the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. Number 5, Bambino. Number 6, Bare Bum Diapers. Number 7, BKN Nappies, clearly a British version. And number 8, Bamuza Diapers. So do what we do and put your trust, throw your weight behind number 4, ASC for short. Also cute. Adult baby diaper lover.
Go to the website.
I think
Go to the website. Go to the website.
Why are you doing this? Is all in my search history. I'm not on incognito. You know what? It is my computer.
Website.
So also cute offers blue teddy bear, pink teddy bear, and purple teddy bear versions. And I'm clicking on one, and there they are. And I would describe if I was to describe them in 3 words, it'd be oh so cute. I hate this, and I need to get a new IP now.
Yes, you do, because now the American government knows that you're into diaper play.
This is not a great day. This is not my favorite day.
It is not. Back to what my statement was. I know that I was leaving Lucas Crimson hanging there. But I'm not yucking your gums. But
yes,
you literally took the absolute worst part of having sex, and that's your fetish.
And introduced
wearing a condom is the worst part about having sex with someone, and that's the thing you love the most.
and you took that in from the context where it's, I don't know, a necessary evil. A semi-necessary evil, and then introduced it to a sexual thing that absolutely doesn't need it.
No.
That's the safest sex in the world.
Yeah. Condoms are there so that you don't knock up some 14-year-old cousin.
It's so you don't... Actually, yours is fun, too. You can run with that.
No,
run with the
done.
cousin.
You go.
I was just going to say, so you don't catch AIDS from your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. P.S. The Pedros are gone.
Jesus Christ, you did not...
They're gone, I like them.
I didn't like them. I thought the strawberry flavor was weird.
But, yeah. You don't need a condom when you're jerking off. It's disgusting. And then what do? You just look at your jizz in a condom?
Yeah?
Gross. That's what I was more disgusted by. That's why you're the Twitter creep of the week.
Look, you can gay furry porn all day.
Yep.
I scrolled past... I scrolled past...
cock for? Damn for it.
What even species was it? Some sort of dog with just a dick as big as him.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand your point.
My point is that's fine. But don't wear a condom to jerk off. Fucking weirdo.
Disgusting. You know what? I'm gonna take it up a notch. Don't wear a condom. Period.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the safe way. Because sometimes you're confused, like, oh, should I wear a condom? Just remember, no, across the board.
This is probably not going to look very good on me, but also I don't give a shit. I, no joke, have not worn a condom since the third number in the year was a 1.
Oh. That seems to me
Does that make sense to me?
Seems to me like about 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have not worn a condom since before the year 2010.
Just going freestyle since the first Obama administration.
Well, some long-term relationships where you don't have to.
Yeah.
Or you're a 32-year-old man dating a 22-year-old who's not on birth control, and you're just really excited that you're having sex with a 22-year-old. And you have to go buy Plan B at the Walmart.
Yeah.
And she is so uncomfortable being there that the pharmacist clearly thinks that I raped her. And
yeah.
I'm making her get Plan B.
Yeah.
And then also just being single for a long period of time. So why would I jerk off into a condom? Is that a dragon jerking its dick with its feet?
Yeah, it is. I've been watching it for some time. So,
you know, like, by
to
the
set
time,
the stage,
let's say that, because this is season 4. Let's say
this is undeniably season 4.
Let's say we do 5 seasons and a movie.
Okay.
After we're done that movie on this podcast,
yeah,
we are both going to need some severe counseling and mental health cleansing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But
because every time we finish the podcast and we separate and go on our own ways for the rest of the week,
yeah,
I'm severely depressed. And
maybe it's just because you miss me.
And I have to eat everything in the house. I gain 10 pounds a week because I'm depressed from having to see this on the podcast every week.
This podcast has given you clinical depression and an eating disorder.
Yes.
That sounds about right.
Do you think people can do that in real life?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like, there are definitely dudes who's got big old dicks. Are they flexible enough to jerk their dick with their own feet?
I'm going to say yeah.
Probably.
I'm thinking yeah. So to set the stage, we're it's a retweet from October 8th. It's, as far as when it shows up on the timeline, it seems to be in his October 20s, and it's a very well rendered CG animation of a big old Dagon sitting against a brick wall with a, let's say the dragon is 6 feet tall, as dragons are wont to be, right? Yeah. About 6 feet. Like above average height, but not showing off.
Yeah.
Like me. They're one Scott high.
You were measuring dragons and Scots?
We're measuring dragons and Scots, and we're measuring wrestlers and big Kevs. So if he's 6 feet tall, he has a 5-foot boner.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's about right.
Standing at attention. He appears to have undergone a dragon circumcision. The dragon is cut. Always good. A dragon that abides by Talmudic rule.
I was gonna say Sharia law.
Also Sharia law, and jerking off said boner not with his arms nor his wings that are like arms but further back, but with his feet. And it's I'm going to describe it as mesmerizing.
Well, yeah, it is. It's
I've been watching it on loop.
Yeah.
I've been watching it on loop for some time, and I don't know if I intend to stop.
Is this the new meat spin?
This might be the new meat spin. Dragon self-foot job.
Yeah. It is kind of mesmerizing, to be honest.
It really is. If you wanted to see more by this artist, apparently, check out on most social medias, Linters, LNTERZ, seems to be on Twitter, Patreon, and the aforementioned Ko-fi Coffee, whatever.
Kofi Kingston.
Do I want? No, I don't. I don't want to get deep on Linters right now. There's no time. I need to do the responsible thing and just
stop staring at a dragon jerking off his own dick with its feet.
Stop staring at a dragon jerking off his own dick with his feet. And I'm going to click the X in 2 minutes. I clicked it. I'm a brave boy. I did it. It's gone. It's gone forever. I'll never find it again. I'll probably find it again. I might have bookmarked it.
I can't believe how far down you went.
I had a good scroll.
I'm going to save that person for maybe we'll go do a deeper dive on that person on another episode.
I don't see why not.
I'm going to save it in my phone.
Good. So shout out to Lucas Crimson _
for
this week
for being really into the worst part of sex.
This week's Twitter creep of the week. On this very rare occasion, we are in fact going to yuck your gum. Now, let's talk trans movies.
I don't think we did any trans movies.
I think we did.
I think we only did straight dude bro movies.
I think we have 2 in a row to do.
We absolutely do have 2.
And I am excited about it. Let's talk about 1970s Myra Breckinridge from Ryan.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's where we were starting.
Who doesn't have a last name, apparently. Well, everyone else got a last initial.
Not everyone has a last name.
Ryan doesn't get shit. Sorry, Ryan. My sincerest apologies, but there's probably a reason I did it that way. Maybe that's what you asked for. I don't know. Why don't you just tell me the name of the movie you want to see? Oh, you did, and it's called Myra Breckinridge.
Which, wasn't it brought... It was brought up as an option.
Might have been.
Somebody, I think it was probably not our friend Tommy.
Could have been.
Saying, like, pick one of these.
Could have been on the Tommy list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's either gay, trans, or Australian.
Yeah.
You gotta have one of them.
In a perfect world, both, but they're hard to come by.
They are hard to come by.
So this starts with a letter, right? That's,
yep.
Yeah.
Well, let me get my trivia out, but go ahead.
That contains a phrase that tantalized me and got me on board with the movie pretty quickly. Speaking about to act out totally one's fantasies and survive. I'm like, yes, please.
Yes, please.
Can I
have paws and a tail, please?
I would like to go to there, please. And note number 2, right off the bat, does this movie start with a guy getting his dick cut off in front of an audience?
It sure does. It sure does.
Your thoughts?
It does, for one. And where are my... my first note was back when being a trans surgeon, you're celebrated like a national hero instead of somebody who a lot of people would lynch.
Yeah, times change for the worse.
Yeah, like isn't that weird? That
Yeah.
you think like the 70s and you're like,
Yeah, 1970.
you're cutting off penises. You're a monster.
No.
Not you walk in the room and it's like
Hey,
pyro.
I was gonna. Yeah, he's like shooting finger guns at people.
Yeah, and everybody's like,
This doctor's the fucking man.
yeah, fucking man. Like he's doing these like insane surgeries.
I'm making this guy a girl. Check this shit out.
Whereas like now people would be waiting outside the hospital to kill you
with AR-15s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird that it's gone that direction. I guess when you start, I think the mistake is starting something already politically liberal. I think you have to start something conservative and then let it get liberal. But if you start that liberal from the get-go, it's going to go the other way.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been Scott's political commentary corner. Is that true? Is that true? Or is he just talking nonsense? I don't know.
Well, I'm thinking, because, like, I think being gay was a little bit more liberal.
Yeah.
Right? Then it kind of went up to being not cool. And then got to, like, a level ground and then kind of went back up.
Yeah. Yeah, gays all over the place.
But I guess everything... Well, yeah, gays are always all over the place.
True.
There's gays everywhere.
Grinder.
Hey, Scott, there's a gay man in this room. Why don't
What?
you kiss me and I'll tell you who it is?
Ooh. The deal I've been waiting to hear.
Anyways. Yeah, I guess that statement's pretty true.
Let's say it is.
But it's just wild that, like, that is so... It's a room full of people watching a man get his penis cut off.
Yeah.
And, like, turned inside out and then made into a vagine.
Yep.
And, like, boobs
A
and...
beautiful vagina.
Beautiful vagine. Well, I mean, that's going to come up later, but Raquel Welch. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd seen much of her pre, like, I don't know, like maybe
1990s?
like late 90s maybe or
Yeah,
something.
it's
But,
different.
Like, holy shit.
That
is
bitch
she
hit
hot.
different in 1970.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a fucking gorgeous lady.
She really is.
Holy
She
shit.
is like so like classically gorgeous.
Yeah, everything about her.
Yeah.
Everything about her.
This portion of the podcast is literally just us gushing over Raquel Welch for 20 minutes and then just talking about the next movie.
Yeah.
And then talking about how hot Michelle Williams is in the next trans movie. Michelle Williams, you idiot, Scott.
I didn't even notice. You could have just said nothing and I wouldn't have noticed.
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. You replaced a Mexican with a white.
We should be so lucky.
So yeah, it's a spoiled rich eccentric gay man who decides he's not gay, he's trans.
Played by Rex Reed, who's also handsome. I think his first role also.
Died of AIDS because he was secretly gay.
I think you're confusing him with
Rock Hudson?
And the dad from the Brady Bunch.
What's his name? Do it.
Mike Brady.
Got it.
Peter Brady.
No.
Greg Brady.
No.
I think those are the kids. What? Alan?
Alan Brady?
That doesn't sound right at all.
That doesn't sound right at all.
And what's the goddamn actor's name?
Look it up.
Could be anything.
Rex Reed. Still alive.
Still alive.
Still alive, so didn't die of AIDS.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny. He got arrested in February 2000 for shoplifting CDs from a record store.
Interesting. How about the fact that Mike Brady
Yeah.
is named Robert Reed?
There you
Relation?
go. I don't know, maybe. Look it up.
Rex and Robert
Look it up,
Reed?
fucker.
Why? Okay, no.
No. Do it. Whatever happened, Scott, you cannot deprive me or the party.
No, I don't want to do it.
Are they brothers who had sex? Is that why
No, I
you're
don't
so
want.
mad?
I don't even want to. I don't care. Show's over. Go to bed.
So
no, you can't even. It's gone. I backspaced it.
Rex and Robert are
I typed Rex and Robert Reed.
Okay.
Google.
Scott, once again, use Bing. Unofficial sponsor of the podcast.
I should have binged this. God, do I wish I had binged it. I typed Rex and Robert Reed. Google filled in. Let's see if it does it again. You watch the magic. As I finish typing Reed, you see Rex and Robert? Yep. R-E-E-D. What's the first thing it fills in?
Diaper.
Rex and Robert Reed diaper. Because it knows my proclivities now. And is going to fill that in at the end of every search. Because nobody searches for ABDL diaper brands once.
That's true. Scott, you gotta destroy your computer. Gotta get rid of it.
Oh my fucking God.
Let them go back to crypto mining on it.
I would rather they were secretly crypto mining on my computer and literally every account I had was hacked than having it fill in diaper at the end of every Google search.
Every single Google search.
What the fuck?
God, she's so hot.
Brady Bunch dad Robert Reed was a drunken diva behind the scenes of the show.
Nice.
I'm not seeing much in terms of his relation to
Well, then I guess he's not. Move on.
Rex. Sad. But I'm also very upset about the diaper thing. What did
I guess
you,
it went
did you
over
find
my
news?
head. I just didn't notice. So the surgeon performing the snippy tucky, was in fact John Carradine.
I remember seeing a Carradine in the credits and going, where was John Carradine? Also, do I know what John Carradine looks like? I know what David and Keith look like.
He looks exactly like their father.
Good for him.
And also, one thing that I guess I must have not been paying attention to is that the doctor later on in the movie
is Thurston Howell III.
Thurston Howell III.
That one I noticed.
I guess I must have been not fully looking at his face or something.
Lovey, you've cut your penis off again.
I was too busy looking at the penis.
Lovey, what do you think of this new crotch?
Baby got a new crotch.
So in the opening credits / dance scene,
Yep.
where Rex Reed is dancing down the street with Raquel, or Raquel's in reflections and stuff. Yeah,
inside her head, and so it's both, I think.
And I see it is in fact billed as Gore Vidal's Myra Breckenridge, which is not a thing I knew, but totally tracks.
Yep, absolutely.
As to quote my favorite public intellectual, William F. Buckley, you're goddamn queer.
You're a goddamn queer.
I'd have sock you in the mouth. Wait, who threatened to sock who? It must have been Buckley threatening to sock. Yeah. I can't see Gore going to violence.
Yeah.
So yeah, it must have been a sock you in the mouth, you goddamn queer. And that's because Gore called him a crypto-fascist, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah. Those are fun. Those are fun debates.
Yep.
Yeah. I
like pushing the boundaries.
I was gonna say we should have those again, but we do, and they're on Twitch, and they're between Destiny and Steven Crowder, and they're fucking awful. Yeah. So we tried. We peaked intellectually in the 60s, apparently.
You did? I would like to go to the 60s. You can travel anywhere. Nobody's gonna cut your fucking head off.
That's true. Way less beheadings.
You just go to the Middle East.
You could.
Yeah.
When Iran was weirdly progressive.
Yeah. There was no bad guys.
There were no bad guys except Russia. Just don't go to Russia. And also, Russia, no one was even doing anything.
No.
It was a Cold War.
Yeah.
Oh, so nice.
So nice. Like America were the bad guys.
Yeah, not a lot of people want to tell you that, but you're like, who are the bad guys in the 50s through present? The answer's America.
America, and also Israel.
Certainly. Well, they're friends. America and their friends were the bad guys.
Yeah.
Mainly Israel.
No one's allowed to invade anyone, except for me. And maybe the boy.
I like the U.S. and Israel as Homer and Bart.
Yeah.
That kind of tracks, actually.
It does.
So we go along in Gore Vidal's Myra Breckenridge, and so now we're mainly focused on Maya. This is post Dick Chop, and one of the greatest sets of fake tits I've ever seen, because they're just Raquel Welch's tits.
Her tits.
And they to say this doctor in 1970 did a good job on Rex Reed is to understate it.
Yeah.
So Myra is an ultra feminist.
Yep.
So like a reverse TERF.
Yes.
I guess. But I think we did reverse TERFs. Reverse TERFs from people who only supported trans rights and were against women.
Yes.
Feminist exclusionary radical trans.
Yes.
Ferts.
Yeah. Ferts. Yeah.
But yeah, Myra is a trans woman who is very much a feminist.
Yes.
And wants to basically destroy the male gender.
Yeah. Or like just like the male led.
Yeah.
Like,
the patriarchy.
The patriarchy.
I guess. Yeah. So Myra goes to what's the guy's name? I enjoyed him. The guy who owns the school, the acting school, and what?
Houston.
John Huston. Yeah. Yeah. John Huston's great. Oh my God.
Father of Angelica and Danny.
Yes.
And noted like very famous Hollywood actor from like a
Western man.
The earliest days of cinema.
Yeah. As Buck Loner.
I like this picture right here. That's a good picture. Oh, I'm the one next to it.
We'll get to those pictures. So yeah, so her deal is, so he's what relation to her? She is his. John Huston's her uncle.
So.
And she's posing as Rex Reed's widow. Yeah.
So she's inherited his claim to the inheritance because she was married to the nephew, even though she is actually the nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But doesn't admit it. And he owns like an acting school, I guess.
Thing, yeah.
But it's shitty. It's shitty but highly profitable.
I mean, it's shitty in the sense that, like, it's not doing the best it could.
Not that it's cheap. It's like the teaching isn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very flowy and, like, flower power, brother. Love and peace.
Yeah. There's a black guy that works there that I wrote, this black dude is gayer than Myra. Is that a nice thing to say? It is. And so
I wrote a very funny line, but I don't know if we're there yet.
All right. Well, I was just gonna say an important thing about this movie is that there are tons and tons, I would say too many, just cuts to old movie footage.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
It's a lot of that, and I don't know how well it like jived with the rest of the movie. Like, I don't know if the movie like warranted that, because it wasn't like a movie about movies per se. Like, yeah, there was an acting school in it, but it wasn't like it wasn't a very meta movie. And for all the old clips,
character was like a John Huston-esque character.
Yeah, he was like a cowboy actor.
He used to be a cowboy actor, so I think that's where
I guess that's meta, sure.
Is that he was in Hollywood, so all these references are to old Hollywood.
Yeah. But it's really a lot. And I don't know if it needed all of them.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Didn't need any of them.
Probably not, I would say, given if I had to answer yes or no.
Yeah.
I wrote down a line that I enjoyed. American women are eager for men to rape them, and vice versa, and that in every American there is a strangler longing to break a neck during orgasm. Yep. And then I wrote nice.
Nice. The line I wrote is after she's gone to visit him and she's telling about how she wants to be an instructor at the school.
Yeah.
Or, instructor.
Yeah, she basically sort of blackmails slash bullies him. Like, look, you're going to give me this amount of money. You're going to give me a job here, blah, blah. She's a very take charge gal.
And she shows
It's almost like she used to be a man.
Almost.
Yeah.
She shows him a video of her dancing.
Yes.
As like her resume kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
She leaves. He calls his secretary and says, "Move my massage appointment from 6 to 5. I'm getting horny watching my niece."
I meant to write that down and forgot, but I very much remember that. Yeah. Hey, hold off on the sex-trafficked Asian that's going to jerk me off. Yeah. I'm so horny for my blood relative. For my niece by marriage, but actually is a blood relative.
Is my blood relative.
That I need to jerk myself off before the Asian even gets here.
Yep. No. He says to move the appointment from 6 to 5. So
to move it up because he needs to get jerked off faster. Sorry.
I need you to jerk me off now.
You're correct.
Because I'm so horny.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, and what am I going to do? Jerk off myself? What, into a condom?
Yeah. Gross.
Get out of here. That she's, and then she, sits in on some of the classes and sees how, shitty the teaching is and how, it's not actually preparing any of the students for, successful acting careers. It's just to keep them taking shitty classes at the school forever. And so while she's criticizing the teaching to him, there's another good line. The faculty may be a bunch of commies and fags, but they're all eminently qualified. That is such a Gore Vidal line.
That is really
that one is that's right on the money. That's great. So then there's a famous agent. Who's a former actress, I think, who's Mae West.
Mae West, yeah.
And doing is that her actual accent?
Oh, yeah, I think that's real. I think she played herself.
She talks like nonsense.
She's garbage. She's a garbage person.
Okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah, she's awful.
I hope you weren't going to, start defending Mae West to me.
But not even a little bit.
She sounds fucking stupid. And her gimmick is she basically only takes on hot young men as clients, and
so they can pound her sniz every Saturday
and fucks
night.
them. The primary, which being mustacheless Tom Selleck.
I wrote babyface young Tom Selleck.
Crazy,
look handsome.
Of course, he looked handsome
before he made all of those straight to DVD Joss Stone movies, or tried to convince old people to give them all of their money to Medicare or whatever the fuck it was.
Pretty sure it's Jesse Stone, not Joss Stone.
Whatever.
But yes.
When we're introduced to all the kids in the class that she's teaching, she's telling this is this person, this is this person. She's like, this is so and so. He's a complete hunk, but he's kind of an airhead, and he's in love with this long-haired, dyed girl, whatever her name is. And he goes, she's fully mentally retarded.
That's right. She wasn't, by the way. It was just a very funny thing to say. And so Myra's plan, I guess she's starting local and then acting global later. But her initial plan is to just destroy this hot young couple.
Yeah.
And that's her first move in taking down.
Or it might also just be the only move.
Last move.
Ruin one Hollywood couple.
And she's like, I did it. I smashed the patriarchy.
I'm the president now.
Yeah.
I think there was a joke about the gay black guy because his name was Irving.
Something like that.
And they were
where's the black guy?
Something about being a gay, a gay black man who has a Jewish name or something like that. There was a joke about that. I wish I had written it down.
Was he even credited? Why can't I find him?
I don't know.
Buddy!
Where
are you? There's a million people uncredited.
Yeah.
He must be one of them, but he had lines and shit.
Irving Zussman.
Irving Amadeus.
Yeah. And there's definitely a joke about being a gay black man who has a Jewish name.
Yeah.
I wrote...
What did you write?
Fantasizing about sucking your own trans dick?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I don't know. Maybe.
You're a woman now
Yep.
who doesn't have a penis.
Correct.
You're fantasizing about you as a woman sucking your cut off male penis.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
That was really fucking weird.
It was. Yeah. And yeah, so we get.
But then, like, the male him.
Yeah, so we still get shots of Rex Reed.
Yeah, because they're like it's inside.
He's like he's in her head. Yeah,
but like
so they have like conversations and stuff.
So
sometimes.
it's like him laying down on the bed. Her gets on top of him. Then she slowly moves her way down like she's sucking his dick, and he is masturbating as if he's a woman.
Yeah.
But she's the one as the woman performing oral sex on his non-existent penis.
Correct.
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Lots going on.
What the fuck is this?
Big day.
Like, I could see if it was like he performing oral sex on her vagina, she's laying down and masturbating.
But that's not what it was.
Sense. The other way around, what the fuck was that?
Confusing.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. So after about halfway through the movie and seeing quite a bit of Raquel Welch, I wrote down, okay, I've been a good boy for 45 minutes now. How was trans surgery so much better 50 years ago?
Gee, it's almost as if a woman is playing a trans woman. Who'da thunk?
So she fucks with the young hot couple. She sort of like gets them apart.
Yep.
And because she's like instructing the guy and like giving him tips and stuff, and then calls him to her place later at night. Is there anything we need to get to before that? And she rapes the shit out of him with a strap on.
Here's what I wrote. Choppy your pee-pee just to peg a guy, you coward.
I wrote, why get your dick cut off if you're still going to rape? We're on the same page.
Now, that being said, Scott, I would let Raquel Welch peg the fuck out of my ass. Any fucking day, I would let Raquel Welch peg my ass.
That's fair. I'd let her give it.
I would let trans Raquel Welch use her real penis to fuck my ass.
I'd let her give it the old college try, but it's too tight. No one.
You know what?
No one's getting in or out.
I would let her push as hard as she could and
wreck you.
Absolutely. She is so fucking hot in this movie.
She is really hot.
Like, no one's ever been hotter than Raquel Welch in my Breckenridge.
Yeah. And so she does that, sort of ruins him, and then
ruins him.
She does, and then goes and fucks the girl too.
Yep.
Yeah. Or I mean, she's in bed with her.
Yeah, I don't know if she actually fucks her, or it's just like kind of implied that they did.
Yeah.
Which is really weird that in a movie you're willing to show a trans woman with no penis put a strap on and fuck a guy in the ass.
Yeah.
But you won't have women like kiss on screen.
Yeah, that was one too far. And then we sort of get to the end, and it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, and he's actually still Rex Reed.
Yeah.
And he's in the hospital because he got hit by a car. Yeah. Oh yeah, because it ends with Raquel Welch imagining Rex Reed hitting her with a car, and then she like wakes up in the hospital, and Thurston Howell III is there as her doctor, and what happens at the end? Anything?
Nothing.
That's it, right? Just sort of wakes up and like,
and it's like, oh, my dick.
I should cut my dick off.
Yeah. A couple quick little trivia note things if you're fine with that.
Very fine.
When Raquel Welch was hired for the movie, she was under the impression that she would be playing both Myra and Myron.
Interesting.
She was disappointed that she didn't have the opportunity to undertake the acting challenge of playing both parts.
It's interesting that Rex Reed is noted as Myron Breckenridge in the movie, but is just listed as young man in the credits.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway.
I think that might have... in the infamous rape scene, if you look closely, Raquel Welch is not putting on an actual strap-on, but a gun belt with a 6-shooter in the holster.
Oh.
So, whatever that means. And then, I think that was the only other important thing. I mean, Mae West apparently ad-libbed and wrote all of her own lines for the movie.
That sounds right.
Because she's a crazy person.
Yep.
And... Oh, I saw a very funny... Here we go. Movie critic Leonard Maltin said that this movie was, quote, as bad as any movie ever made, quote.
Len, not a fan?
Not a fan.
Not more of a Buckley than a Vidal man?
This is Leonard Maltin's North.
I hated this movie. That's fun. Well, enough trans talk. Let's talk about The Assignment 2016.
Do you want to talk about another trans movie? Because I'll talk about another trans
I would
movie.
love to talk about another trans movie. Can't get enough. So, Kayla W., an important patron of us, sent some money and said, how about you guys do Fila Day 1994? And I said, great news. You can hear us do Fila Day 1994 on the last all request. But I said it very nice and didn't make her feel
Did you
bad.
tell her which episode it was?
No, she can figure it out.
Yes. Love it. Fucking love it.
And she said, well, in that case, you can just do Dealer's Choice. And I said, you got it. And we chose a movie that we've been talking about too much lately, and we needed to watch, take notes on, talk about, and purge from our systems. 2016's The Assignment.
The Assignment, which I'm sure no one has heard about. And I only heard about it because I saw it on a list of, like, movies that make trans people mad or something. like something along those lines.
That sounds right. I can see this making trans people mad.
You know what, honestly, what it was? I think it was after The Whale, when there was like that one actor.
Oh, and people were mad that it wasn't the gay fat guy?
I'm not a fetish. Like, being fat and being gay, but whatever.
Also, being that fat and gay is a fetish.
Is a fetish. Yeah, absolutely. And it was just on the list of like movies that offended certain demographics or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, we need to watch it. Of course we need to watch it.
Once you get over, I'm going to say 4 bills.
Yeah.
It's either a disease or a fetish.
Correct.
Yeah. Those are your options.
So The Assignment is Michelle Rodriguez.
Yep. Not Michelle Williams.
Not Michelle Williams. Not to be confused. Then, even though they look very similar.
I can barely tell them apart. I have Michelle blindness.
Michelle Rodriguez plays a male.
What?
With pubic hair beard.
Just the disgusting.
And a weird nose piece, but why?
Gotta make her not look like Michelle Rodriguez.
You gotta make her not look like a gorgeous woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they did a good job of making her not look like a gorgeous woman like she normally is. Who is a hired assassin. Mm-hmm. Who gets kind of fucked by the group of, like, bad guys who hire her, but it's like it's more than that because there's
all kinds of relationships
and like plot twists that are bad. And they, well, I mean, the first note that I wrote was Shaloub.
I wrote Monk and Sigourney right off the bat. Hell yeah. Because like this movie has some real actors in it. No one's ever heard of it, but I guess that happens sometimes.
So we see Sigourney Weaver in like a
nut house.
In a nut house.
Funny Farm.
Freak Wharf. It is in fact a Freak Wharf. And Tony Shalhoub is like a doctor, and he comes up to talk to her, and you get like a story about why she's there and why these guys are dead and what happened, and it's just like this long story about what happened previous to this.
Yeah.
You learn that Sigourney Weaver had a brother who was like into like drug deals and gambling problems.
He was just like a Vegas asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you see Michelle Williams.
I'm sorry I've done this to you.
You see Michelle Rodriguez come, and she's hired to kill him because he owes money.
He's hired.
And I wrote, I laughed so loud when I first saw Michelle with her pubes, beard, and fake nose.
The beard's funny.
The beard is very bad.
Yeah. It's not good.
This movie had at least some budget.
Yep.
And they really skimped on the beard.
They sure did.
So they hire the Michelle Williams as a man to kill this guy who we don't know is Sigourney Weaver's brother, like right away.
Yeah.
And then,
but that's why Sigourney gets involved.
Yeah. So then he's like, I'm gonna say he until that happens.
Sure.
He's like a super macho, like really tough, like expert assassin who
I describe him as a desperado.
As a desperado type, correct? Like likes to go to the bar and drink beer and fuck women,
smash puss.
Yeah, like he's like a total
with his
ultra
real penis.
Yeah. So he meets a girl at a bar who he hooks up with.
Yeah.
And then they have sex, and then has a shower, and they've put like tit compression top,
fake torso and dick. Yeah.
And like full fake penis. Like you see the full thing. And I read. It took Michelle Rodriguez 4 hours each day to get the male prosthetics and makeup put on. She was the one to choose for her character to have the largest penis available.
That's my girl.
That's your girl. Also, the first draft of this screenplay was written in 1978.
Gore Vidal.
No. By Walter Hill.
Okay.
Who is the director? Yeah, the director wrote the first screenplay for it in 1978.
40 years before the movie?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Isn't that wild?
Could you
imagine what that movie would have been like in 1978?
Myra Breckinridge.
I mean, he's directed a lot of stuff.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Like, I mean, nothing good, but he's directed a lot of stuff.
But hey, he's been working.
Wow, he's directed a lot of things that are like pretty silly. Oh, he directed The Warriors. Okay, that's a good one.
Okay. Oh my God. That sounded panicky.
I don't know what that was. He also wrote the screenplay and the story for this.
This is like a labor of love.
He wrote the screenplay for Alien 3.
Oh, the best one.
He wrote the story for Aliens. At least one good one.
A better one.
He wrote 48 hours.
Is that where he and Sigourney became friends?
Probably. He wrote 48 hours. He wrote another 48 hours. He wrote The Warriors.
I always felt like another 48 hours should have been called 96 hours.
Yeah. Or 24 hours.
No.
Yeah.
Stupid.
You got one less day.
You got to go bigger.
No, you go smaller.
No.
Because now you got to get more done in less time.
Well, fine. Then you
got to panic.
Then you got to pay Kiefer Sutherland. Stroke. Kiefer Sutherland.
Kivers. Anyways.
Yeah, it was when we saw the fake torso and dick that I wrote, this was the right pick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fake penis.
I got psyched. I also love that this takes place in San Francisco because, of course, it does.
Yeah. I wrote, boo. I wanted to see a condom put on a fake boner. Lousy Hollywood prudes.
That would be great. I didn't even write the situation, but shortly after the fake dick and torso, I just wrote, this is so funny.
Because, there's like a full-on sex scene with Michelle Rodriguez as a man.
Yeah.
Wakes up in the morning, woman's gone.
Yeah.
Then comes not Treat Williams, who the whole time I could not remember what his name was, and I kept thinking of Treat Williams.
Anthony LaPaglia.
I know
from network TV show Without a Trace.
Yes.
I think.
that you
or Cold
watched
Case.
every episode of.
I've seen some that wasn't an every episode one, but I also just discovered that Criminal Minds is back
Nice.
with like pretty much the whole cast.
Nice.
So
Even
no, sorry,
not Greg.
not Greg of Dharma and fame.
For drop kicking a producer? Is that what you did?
You kick one producer and you're just blacklisted. I don't think it's fair. I think like if ever there was like he had his time out.
Yeah.
He had like the last couple seasons of Criminal Minds, and then it's been off for 2 years.
Yeah.
And Criminal Minds Evolution Season 1 / Criminal Minds Season 16. Bring Hotch back.
I don't think he's coming back.
Hotch!
I wouldn't hold your breath, Scott.
I want Hotch.
Hitch?
Hotch.
Oh.
Hotchner. Agent Hotchner. What was I even looking up? Anthony LaPaglia.
Yeah.
Anthony La. Paglia. Without a trace. Give me the years.
Me?
Yeah.
2001 to 2016. I don't know. I've never seen an episode
You started
of it.
very good, actually. 02 to 09. Pretty good.
I've never seen an episode of it. So.
I've definitely seen some. Why do I still have the diaper thing on?
Because it auto-filled the diaper.
Close.
Brady Bunch.
Jesus Christ.
Wrestling. Gay porn.
Yep.
Why do you have gay porn loaded up?
Well,
I wasn't supposed to see that.
so I don't have to look for it later.
That's fair.
Duh.
Yeah, so Anthony LaPaglia, not Treat Williams.
Does he even look like Treat?
No, he doesn't at all. I just couldn't remember his fucking name. And the only name I could think of was Treat Williams. And who also, by the way, for the longest time thought his name was Trent Williams.
I mean, it should be because Treat isn't a name.
I know. But yeah,
So-
they don't look alike. I just couldn't remember his fucking name.
I mean, they're white guys of similar ages. That's about it. But
Yeah.
you know, you gave it a shot.
Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. So he like works for somebody, like he's like a crime boss kinda.
Yeah.
And he has thugs who beat up Michelle Rodriguez and kidnap him and take him somewhere.
Yeah.
And then he wakes up all groggy and covered in bandages. And
As a beautiful lady.
as a beautiful lady, as Michelle Rodriguez, the most beautiful Mexican woman in the world. So she's got like, you know, no beard, the nose prosthetic's gone.
Yeah.
She like gets up, she takes the bandages off, she like can't believe what she looks like.
Mhm.
Then she like looks down and like fully just unwraps her huge tits.
I didn't know how much we were getting, and we got a lot.
We got tits and merkin.
Yep.
And I just wrote, I did not expect to see her actually full naked, but hey, Michelle, nice tits.
Great tits.
Great tits.
I literally wrote great tits.
Like big, round, not saggy. I was like,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to jerk off to Michelle Rodriguez later.
Big day.
Big day.
And the one weird thing about this is the whole thing, at least like the first half, is the framing device of it is that Sigourney is recounting a lot of this to Tony Shalhoub, but like she wasn't there for all of this stuff that she's recounting. So I didn't really get that.
Shut up.
Okay.
Number one, shut up.
Okay.
Number
Fair.
two,
Also
shut
shut
the
up.
fuck up.
Yeah.
I wrote testing out the plumbing as any man would with a new vagina would do.
Of course.
Because she almost immediately sticks her fingers in her pussy.
Yep.
And is like...
How long would you go before sticking your fingers in
Not
your
even a
pussy
second.
when you woke up as a woman?
Not even a second.
Yeah, right? It's
I gotta know what it's like.
one of the first
I
things.
gotta know.
You fondle your titties and then you slip a
No,
finger.
sometime.
I guess that's why
You got two hands,
I guess
Scott.
that's why God gave us two hands.
2 hands. You go one tit, one in.
Fair.
Yeah. So yeah, clearly woken up, forced trans.
Yep.
Has a message on a tape recorder from Sigourney Weaver
Yeah.
saying, you know, like, you're going to need to take these pills for the pain and for your estrogen. Your tits are going to hurt for a while. Don't use the vagina, essentially.
Don't fuck.
Don't fuck. Although, not going to. And then, you know, whatever. Wakes up and the guy who owns the building comes and, like, has this kind of, like, weird interaction.
Yeah.
Like, obviously not knowing who they are. Tries to go find the girl that she had slept with before.
Yeah.
Gets in contact with her. and then just sort of goes on this ultimate rampage of tracking down who forced trans her.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything? Oh yeah, like when she calls the girl she had sex with on the phone, she's like, I look kind of different.
Yeah.
I shaved
my pube beard
and some other stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, well, yeah, but not really. Like, you still have the same body.
Pretty similar.
The same hair.
Yeah.
Like,
basically, you shaved your pube beard and
got
your
a nose job.
and your tits aren't taped down anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise the same.
Then I just wrote the note, hey, that's Vancouver. Hey, that's Vancouver. Hey, that's Vancouver.
Good eye.
Filmed here. So like the rest of the movie, I thought there was two very funny things that happened. One was the fact that Michelle Rodriguez, playing a woman who used to be a man, is disgusted by being a woman.
Just pissed.
And just is constantly like
so pissed.
So fucking angry she has to be a woman. And I loved that every single one of the villains in the movie did not misgender her identity. They were all calling her.
Very respectful.
Which is very respectful.
Yep.
Or very disrespectful, because like, we know how much you don't want to be a woman.
Oh, you don't want to be, so we're gonna call you her.
Yeah, which I thought was very funny.
Interesting.
Probably not intentional.
Either way, funny.
But either way, great.
Yeah, big fan. She goes to a doctor to ask some questions about her new predicament.
She's like a real, I think, actual, like, legit doctor, not like some sketchy underworld doctor. Like, like a hospital,
a real hospital doctor, and asking about like getting it reversed and all that. And yeah, I'm paraphrasing, but something to the effect of, "Yo, doc, can I get off with this fucked up snatch?" Like something like that, and like and just
kind of ask straight up, "Can I get my penis?
Can I get my penis back?" And he's like, "No,
no.
What are you
talking about?
You stupid." Yeah. So I like that this and Myra Breckenridge are kind of the two polar opposites of reacting to trans surgery.
Yeah.
Like, Michelle Rodriguez is pissed and goes on a killing spree, and Breckenridge is like, "This rocks. I'm going to smash the patriarchy."
Yep. Two completely different outlooks on it.
Yeah.
I mean, one was voluntary or one was by choice and one was forced.
Yeah, no, it's understandable that they were different reactions. It's just they are literally the two extremes.
I like that we do forced trans movies on this podcast.
I like that we have done multiple forced trans movies. Go check out The Skin I Live In for other fun takes.
Trans.
I was sort of excited about Sigourney Weaver's character and her job the whole time. I'm like, illegal off the books surgical clinic, you say? And I'm like, should we be looking into this? I'm like, I mean,
be some doctors
and
somewhere.
like, she did a sick job.
She did a great job
on Michelle. I'm like, I bet you could parlay that into trans species versus transgender.
Probably.
I mean, I'd like to give her a ring. Is all I'm saying.
Let's find her number.
Let's find her number. Turns out the girl she fucked once as a man and has been scissoring with as a woman.
Scissor me timbers.
Is a bitch.
It has been working for La Peglia.
Yeah. As I don't know, just to keep tabs on her, I guess. And but then it's just sort of fine. They make up because she does like her anyway. It didn't matter.
Yeah, none of it fucking mattered.
I'm like, as I'm thinking, I'm like,
she's like, help me get away, and she's like, maybe I'll come find you afterwards, but if I don't, just live your life.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So there's the big final confrontation with all the bad guys, and they take her gun and are going to blow her away, but they didn't count on the old second gun in the fake pussy trick.
That's a good game.
It is a classic. For a reason.
Fucking Tom and Jerry shit right there.
And I don't know, she shoots a
pop.
bunch of them, and the movie ends.
Well, yeah. Then we get like the Sigourney Weaver in jail thing.
Yeah.
And then that's
Sigourney. She kept bugging Monk
Shaloub
to let her like make an on the record statement, and she basically just she didn't really apologize. She just sort of bragged about her sick work and what. Yeah,
I'm a fucking genius.
Yeah, and wasn't sorry, and she's like, "Bitch killed my brother. Of course, I made her a girl."
Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Not make her a girl? Him a girl?
Yeah, and then so obviously she doesn't get a crazy house parole or whatever she was gonna potentially get, or just like because I guess she's never had a trial.
No,
she's just been institutionalized. Yeah. And I don't know if they were like trying to make her like a Hannibal Lecter type, but she was like so non-threatening.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
She was not a Lecter type, and
very chill. Yeah,
so she stays in Crazy Town forever, but knowing that she did good work,
did the best work.
Yeah, and I don't know, and then Samuel Jackson shows up and recruits Michelle Rodriguez for the X-Men.
For the X-Men.
think for a second.
I know.
About how funny that was.
I know.
That I just came up with too. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Yeah.
I assumed you had it written down like a loser.
No. I was gonna say Avengers. I'm like, say something different than Avengers. That'd be funny. But then it really worked out.
X-Men.
Yep. Which of course brings us to the adolescence of Utena / Revolutionary Girl Utena, the movie, 1999.
Well, if you like incoherent, sexy time...
From Ben S.
If you like incoherent, sexy time, this is the movie for you.
Yeah.
Or anime for you.
This was hella hard to follow.
Really fucking hard to follow.
I just want to see if...
Also, it didn't help that it took me forever to download it on my computer. Then when I tried to watch it, I fell asleep, and then had to watch like a recap video on YouTube to get the majority of what I... was seeing. Yeah. So this is, I believe, it was a television show, an anime series. As you may. How long was this? So the series is 50 years. 39 episodes. And the movie is just sort of a condensed version of, I believe, all 39 episodes. So they were packing a lot in at quite a rate. And it doesn't help that, one, they're packing a ton in, and two, just the way the anime is, it's like a very non-literal, like tons of metaphorical scenes and fantasy scenes. In addition to, it's kind of fantastical anyway, but there's all these like sort of dreamy scenes, and it is tough to like get a grip, find a foothold on this movie, but tried my best. It was produced by Sega. Yep. which is fun. I forgot that they made movies in Japan in addition to Sonic stuff. And so it's described as a retelling of the series in movie form. So it's not just like a clip package. It's its own thing, but it tells the story that a 39 episode season also told. I like that we opened with a tit shot. Yep. Did not expect that. No, just no fucking around. Did not expect that. Although I guess the anime, so I shouldn't be surprised. So some true. Anime you just like you never expect, like Redline. I did not expect to see full tits. No, me neither. Just like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with it. Yeah, you always forget. So it takes place at a school, but like on the roof of the school, there's like a crazy rose garden. Yeah. Work with me here. Yeah. There's a floating castle upside down above that no one acknowledges, but the school paid for, so that there can have battles.
Yeah.
For the right to marry a prince's sister?
For the right to own a girl.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
It's so bizarre.
This is a tricky one, guys. This is a real tricky one. So Utena, I guess, like recently transferred. Yeah, she transferred to the, no, we're done. We're done with transfer today, but we'll see what next week brings. Yeah, she's a recent transfer to the school, and yeah, so she finds herself wandering into and just fencing and duels seem to be like a big thing at the school.
Yeah,
I think I'd be pretty sick.
Everyone's
of fencing,
got a sword.
by the way. Everyone's got a sword. Yeah,
everyone's got a sword.
I should have got into fencing. Maybe I still will.
You played badminton.
I did play badminton.
That's more fancy than swords.
That's tennis fencing.
Tennis fencing.
Yeah. Yeah, they reference the guy's twin sister won't let him find a girlfriend, and I'm like, because
don't worry,
there's really only
doesn't pay off later.
There's really only one answer for that. Yeah, so she finds herself in the rooftop rose garden, whatever. I'm gonna pull
the rose garden, as in where the
White House
Trailblazers play.
Yes, in fact.
Although now it's called the Hoda Center.
The Hoda Kotb Center?
Hoda Kotb Center.
Damn, she's got a whole arena named for her.
Breaking news, but it's not important to the podcast, or no?
If the news is important,
I'm gonna keep whispering it really quietly.
I would love to hear it.
They announced a bunch of matches for the first day of Wrestle Kingdom.
That's important because there's only one day.
Is there only one day?
Yes. So those are all the matches.
Yeah, I forgot yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want to hear them. It's fine.
Don't I? Are they interesting?
One of them's kind of interesting.
All right, we're taking a brief wrestling pause.
This is exclusively for us and not for you. The opening exhibition match will be Ryohei Oiwa,
rookie,
and Bolton Oleg.
Whom?
I don't know. This guy.
Okay.
I guess he's a rookie or something. King of Pro Wrestling, obviously. An Antonio Inoki Memorial 6-man tag of Yuji Nagata, Satoshi Kojima, and Togi Makabe.
Okay.
Against Tiger Mask, Minoru Suzuki, and Tatsumi Fujinami.
All right. Fun.
Leo Rush and Yo versus TJP and Akira Francisco.
Mm-hmm. Akira San Francisco.
Yoshihashi and Goto versus Harwood and Wheeler.
Yeah.
You got Tama Tonga challenging for the Never title against Carl Anderson.
I know. I love that he finally showed up, defended the title, retained so he could presumably retain against Hikuleo so he could presumably defend against someone better, and the someone better is fucking Tama Tonga.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Then the last match announced is Keiji Muto's last New Japan Pro Wrestling match of Bushi, Sanada, and Tetsuya Naito against Shota Umino, Keiji Muto, and Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Weird.
Very strange.
Very strange.
That Keiji Muto's like third to last match is going to involve Bushi
and Shota Umino. Huh. That's super weird. And then what? Then you got
Jay White Okada.
White Okada, Omega Ospreay.
Omega Ospreay.
Is that it?
The junior four-way.
Yeah.
And then the King of Pro Wrestling, and then
yeah,
I guess is that it? They're not going to do a whole bunch of other
probably
stuff?
most of it. Yeah.
Huh.
All right. Interesting.
Wonder what Tomohiro Ishii is going to do. Nothing.
Fucking Battle Royal or something. Yeah. They deserve so much better.
Maybe he'll win King of Pro Wrestling. Anyways, what were you looking up? You were looking up the plot.
I was just looking at the plot because it's so all over the place. Yeah, she discovers a rose engraved signet ring, and then finds her way onto the rose garden. And
have they talked about Prince Ay Dios Mio yet?
I believe Akio.
Huh?
What are you asking?
Originally, I thought that I had heard his name as Dios Mio or something. And so I was like, what? Prince Ay Dios Mio?
Prince Ay Ay Ay.
Like, what?
And then a guy is up there and challenges her because she also has the rose signet ring, and apparently whoever is the duel champion at a given time just owns this girl, who is the sister of the school's absent chairman, Ay Dios Mio. And and gets to take her home and fuck her.
Yeah. That's a good prize.
Yeah. She's known as the Rose Bride.
The Rose Bride. That's right.
And she has a weird name too. Anthe. Anthony without the O, and she's a girl. And Anthe just like she's like magic.
Yeah, she's got like magic powers.
Yeah, because Utena's sword, because she didn't show up there with a sword, is supplied by pulling it out of Anthe's chest.
Oh yeah.
And then Anthe's like, "Hey, you can fuck me now," and and Utena's like, "That's okay."
I'm cool. I don't need to.
Yeah, but thank you.
That was the whole point. You win, so you can fuck me. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't really know that was what I was doing. Someone challenged me.
I was just defending
Someone
myself.
challenged me to a duel. You gave me a sword. P.S. Kissed me during the duel.
Yeah.
And so I just sort of stumbled into it. And I didn't really come here to own and fuck you.
Yeah.
But thanks.
But don't be a coward.
But don't be a coward.
Just do it.
I suppose. Then it gets real fantastical, because whoever possesses the Rose Bride has the power to revolutionize the world, thus making her a revolutionary girl, Utena.
They said it.
And then there's flashbacks to one of the girls' brother. I'm even skipping that. I don't even really understand it.
I've never been so confused by an anime in my life.
It's seriously really
because
confusing.
It's obviously meant to be episodes.
Yeah.
So even in a retelling or repiecing, there's still so many things that you just don't. That are obviously more easy to understand in watching a whole series than just condensing it into a movie.
Yeah, into 40 24-minute episodes as opposed to an hour and a half movie.
Yeah, it's
there was no time for anything to breathe. It was just go, go, go.
Yeah, here's a new character who's important but you didn't know about.
Yeah. And then I guess it turns out that Anthe the Rose Bride was drugged and raped by her brother.
Yeah.
The absent school
Ray Winston.
Not Ray Winston. School guy in charge of the school.
Chancellor.
Sure, Chancellor. And then they find his corpse buried in the Rose Garden. And he's been dead for some time, which is why he was absent. And then it's somehow videos surface. They weren't just flashbacks, and it shows that she was lucid and awake during her drugging and raping, which and then Akio Akio is her brother. Panicked and tried to kill her, but then fell out of a window doing so because he's a fucking idiot. And then, Utena's looking for Anthony and finds the sort of male interest in the movie, who it turns out she knew from her old school but forgot. I think, and he saved someone from drowning, but it turns out he drowned in doing so, and he's just he's been a ghost. He's been a ghost.
Yeah, he's been a ghost the whole time.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'm just going to read from the plot summary the last couple sentences because it does it better justice than I could. Utena finds Anthe and tells her they should go to the outside world, although I think I did make a note on this. Yeah, that... this is the first I've heard that we were not already in the outside world.
Yeah.
This is brand new information to me. So they should go to the outside world, upon which Utena is swallowed by a car wash.
Yeah.
And metamorphosed into a car. One of the weirder TFs you'll come across. Anthe...
Autophiles are jerking off.
Autophiles are going nuts right now. That British guy wearing a corset, dick in a tailpipe,
Yep.
This is his day.
Yep.
You earned it, pal. Anthe enters the car and drives it away from the academy, though a fleet of tanks and Shiori, who's the bad guy, also in car form, attempt to thwart her. Anthe is assisted in her escape by these secondary characters who we've met throughout the movie, who have been inspired by Utena and Anthe to also go to the outside world. An apparition of Accio attempts to stop Anthe, her rapist brother, but she rebukes him in a burst of roses. Utena and Anthe emerge riding the remnants of the car and kiss as they drive into a gray wasteland. And that's what happened in that movie.
It's always good to have to watch a movie and then have to just read
the plot summary on Wikipedia
off of Wikipedia.
Yeah,
because it's so fucking confusing.
Yeah, I'll run through my notes a bit. I like this "women are property" motif.
Me too.
Girl kiss! ! Do you do this with the winner of every duel? Yes, I'm a whore.
Yeah. I fuck everybody.
This is very artsy and pretty, but I don't have a fucking clue what is going on. I think I saw, I don't know, in news and notes for it or something, that this was like, oh yeah, critical reception. It must be on there. The car Vulture listed the car TF scene on its list of the 100 sequences that shaped animation, and it was on some. Yeah, it's on the Anime News Network's ranking of the 100 greatest anime films of all time. And
What's number one?
Great question.
Akira?
Probably not a terrible guess. Calling the film one of the most interesting anime movies of the 90s and one of the prettiest animated films ever made. It is super pretty.
Yep.
I just
amazing.
Don't get it. The 100 best anime films of all time. If you tell me quick, I'll do it, but I'm not looking. Don't start at 100, you assholes. Start at 1.
Do it.
Drew, great news. Akira.
Yeah, makes sense.
Spirited Away, number 2.
Also makes sense.
Grave of the Fireflies, number 3. Don't watch it, you'll cry.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
So that's all that. And any other fun notes I had? Sister fucker, !
Yep.
There was a cool thing where they did like a 1:2 aspect ratio. So like basically like a portrait on a phone.
Yeah.
So lots of black on both sides of the screen, and the whole frame was used like an elevator, and like the frame went down. It looked very cool.
Yeah.
When they're describing what the winner of the Rose Bride gets, any miracle and all eternity are yours. Good deal.
Yeah.
I would like to have that. So how did I describe it? Then she gets sucked into a giant car wash and turned into a car, and then the girl she won in a duel drives her in an impromptu race, ending in going to the outside world, which I didn't know was a thing until right now.
Yeah.
And that was that. So it and I started getting it confused with Redline in my head because it was about car racing, and this very much wasn't, except at the end when the main character turned into a car.
Yeah.
And then was briefly in a race. So that was Adolescence of Utena / Revolutionary Girl Utena, the movie. Ben S., it looked beautiful. I could not make heads or fucking tails of it. And I'm not watching the 40 episode anime. Unless you pay me, then I'm happy to.
Even if you pay me, I'm not going to. Although it is latecomer season, you could add that on to the end of the last episode is all 40 fucking episodes. Maybe we'll understand it.
Absolutely. And it's only 39. So, $50 an episode, $1,950. Right? Is my math right? Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Have you heard about this math? I think that's right. Is 39 times 50? Nice. 1950.
Yeah, 1950. If you got $1,950, you want us to watch all?
We will watch the shit out of Revolutionary Girl
and
Utena.
we promise we will understand it.
We will understand it. Look, I'll spend good time on every episode for $2,000.
Yeah.
When you send it, round it up to 2,000. Don't send 1950.
Yeah, don't be a coward.
Don't send 1950 like
Don't
a jerk.
Don't be a fucking coward.
But we should probably talk about Ghostbusters 2, 1989.
We can. And
from
don't
Eve.
worry, for everybody listening, I'm going to talk about Ghostbusters 2 way less than I'm going to talk about Ghostbusters 1.
Yeah,
I feel like that was a complaint from the first episode. Wow, you guys really talked about Ghostbusters for a long time. Well, guess what? Ghostbusters is a good fucking movie. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I definitely have less notes for this and wow. I have very few notes that aren't me just typing the name of an actor I like with an exclamation mark afterwards.
So we're 5 years in the future.
Yep. I like any movie that starts with goo.
Goo.
This is a goo heavy movie.
So we get to see some goo coming up through a crack in the street.
Yep.
We see a baby carriage rolling over it. We get revealed that it's Sigourney Weaver's character Dana from the first movie. She has a baby now. The goo overtakes the carriage and makes it roll down the street and almost get hit by cars and stuff. And then she freaks out, saves the baby, whatever, blah blah. Now we get to see where the Ghostbusters are, which they're the Ecto 1 goes driving out of the fire hall down the street, and now they are performing at children's parties because
they're fucking losers.
As I wrote, maybe that's later. The first thing I wrote is I like that the Ghostbusters theme song is canon.
Yes,
that it's written in
the song
the
exists in the movie
of the Ghostbusters.
That really threw me. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, because they're like dancing to the song, and then it has, of course, like the very funny classic line of like, "Who are you gonna call? He-Man, He-Man, He-Man." Like that's.
But I was like, I agree. He-Man is cooler than Ghostbusters.
Also, he's a big, muscular gay man. So
absolutely, with a page boy haircut.
What
more could you ask for?
So yeah, it turns out that we get revealed by Egon that they got sued by every city, county of the state of New York. Yeah. And that's legitimately the reason why they can't, and that is legitimately a reason why you can never do anything ever.
Yes.
Yeah. So they've kind of had to find their own things. Like Egon's still working, doing like scientific experiments, but they're like not ghost related necessarily. Mm-hmm. He has like a girl in a glass observation area, and they give her a puppy, and then he's like, take the puppy away. Let's see what happens when you take the puppy away.
It's like emotion, like psychic emotions kind of.
Yeah, but it's not ghost related, and like Venkman is a host of a Shakespeare TV show, which is where we get good Kevin Dunn again.
We do get good Kevin Dunn. I wrote it again.
And then Ray and why am I forgetting Ernie Hudson's character's name all of a sudden? Because we've been recording for a really long time and I'm full of Dayquil.
Winston Zeddemore.
Ray and Winston are
Ray Winston.
Ray Winston. Oh my god. Are doing like the party circuit as birthday performers.
Yep.
And then I don't know what else did I write here. So Dana goes to talk to them about what's happening, and they ask about Venkman, and they're like, haven't seen him, whatever. Yeah. And then he shows up at Ray's bookstore, which is what Ray's day job is. And they're like, what are you working on? Oh, something. Like, for who? Just people. Who? He's like, I like the line. He's like, Dana. And he goes, my Dana? And I was like, oh, I like referring to women as their name.
And when they're not yours.
When they're not yours.
Yeah.
It's very funny.
Yeah. So Bill Murray, if you'll recall our Ghostbusters 1 review, is a full-on rapist.
He's a philanthropist.
He's a philanthropist in Ghostbusters 1.
Yeah. Just a complete sex pest.
Yeah. Like, he keeps trying to fuck Sigourney Weaver, and she does not want him to.
Absolutely.
She has not the slightest interest in him. She has as much interest in him
as you have in women.
I have in women, or as the boy has in the girl at the beginning of Flipped.
Oh, nice.
Brought it back. They soften Bill Murray in this movie.
They soften him a lot.
Yeah, because
he's much more of a regular human being.
Yeah, he is likable in this movie.
Like they make him more likable, and they make the rest of them more comical.
Yes.
Like Ray and Egon especially are both way more
they're jokier,
goofier and sillier.
Yeah, they're definitely jokier. Yeah. But like people say about like the Ghostbusters 1 in 1984, they're like they use like it was a different time argument, blah blah blah. Yeah. Like that passed for okay then. I'm like, so did it change that much between 1984 and 1989? Because I'm pretty sure they realized come the sequel that maybe our main character shouldn't be a rapist.
Yeah.
Because they made him a non-rapist.
They made him a non-rapist.
Kurt Fuller shows up.
He does?
Yep. He's one of the mayor's boys.
One of the mayor's boys.
He's a dick. He kind of always plays a dick.
He's his like assistant to write. Special assistant. I mean, the next note that I wrote is like, oh, what? Now she's fucking DTF all of a sudden?
Yeah.
She's like very much like into Venkman.
She's a lot more into Bill Murray than she was in the first.
So now she's the rapist.
Yeah,
I guess it's fine if a woman's a rapist, but if a man's a rapist, you got to cancel the fucking movie.
You can't rape a man.
A man can rape a man.
No.
Okay.
No, you can. Yes.
Yeah.
You can't.
A man can rape a man. A man can rape a woman. A woman can't rape a man, and a woman can't rape a woman.
And
it's four corners.
And but you have to add more corners. I think you have to make it a pentagram. A man can't rape a gay man.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
but a gay man can rape a man.
100%.
Yeah,
I'll show you right now.
Well, Scott, as we've established,
you can't rape a gay man.
Love it.
Still got some juice in the tank. 5 hours in.
5 hours in, and we're still making good jokes. Okay, here's one big issue I had.
How did we do the first episode in 4.5 hours?
Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I don't even
Scott, shut the fuck up.
We're over 5 and we got movies left.
Well, because we didn't do preamble for the second one, right? We just did preamble and then we recorded it.
We're going to need to retool this whole thing. Or, hear me out.
Never do it again.
Cancel the podcast. Don't give anyone their money back.
Yeah, fuck them.
Want to go on a trip? Let's go on a trip.
Let's go on a trip. Let's go on our train trip.
Oh, I want to go on that train
trip. Through the Rockies or down to Vegas.
I want to go on a train trip.
I have a real problem.
Oh.
So, in the first movie, wasn't she like an accomplished, like, flautist or something? Like, super high level performer?
Yeah, she was in the orchestra.
And now, all of a sudden, she's like an expert painting restorer?
Yeah, she changed jobs.
But, like,
hard.
Those are both, like, very specific jobs.
Like things you would do for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of fucking weird.
Super weird. Yeah.
That just all of a sudden she's not performing.
Oh, I do this now.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Ridiculous. Also, woman. So Dana has a job now restoring paintings.
Yeah.
And her boss is maybe the best part of the movie. Did we talk about him on pod? No, I think we talked about him. I don't think
much on pod.
Peter MacNicol.
Yep.
Former star of Ally McBeal.
Yep.
And Boston Legal. No, what was the other one we said he was in?
Was he on The West Wing, or am I misgendering him?
Misgendering.
He was in Sophie's Choice. What do you think about that?
Wow, really?
Yeah. He was the choice.
Oh.
She chose him. Meryl Streep chose Peter MacNicol.
Gross.
Yep.
Have you seen him?
Wouldn't have been my choice.
Have you seen him?
Have I seen him?
Have you looked at him?
What else do we know?
Oh, he's from Mr. Bean the movie.
Numbers.
No, that's right, it was.
94
Yeah.
eps of Numbers.
Yeah, we were like...
Krumholtz, the other one. Who's the other one? Rob Morrow. I'm here all day.
Well, we did that last time.
We did that
so
last time. That's how I remember so quickly.
You don't get points for that.
Aw.
Faggot.
24 episodes of 24.
The first 24 hours? Or the second 24 hours? Or the seventh 24 hours?
2007. So I'm going to say... Drew, it might be the 7th 24 hours.
Wow.
It's
Ben?
Ben. That doesn't tell me anything. Didn't it used to be where you clicked on the info
and it gave
besides someone's
I know.
credits for a TV show? Now it just...
I don't know, Scott. I'm not in charge of
now I got to do an
fucking
extra
DB.
click. Season 6.
So he was the sixth 24 hours.
He was the 6th 24 hours. Huh. Had we already killed President Dennis Haysbert? It came. Yes, I think we have.
Question. Because I don't think I ever saw 24.
What do you think? Drew, I hate to interrupt. Are you going to remember what you're going to say?
Nope.
Then say
Are you going to remember what you're going to say?
I am, so you say it.
I never saw 24.
I did.
I don't know why, but I
saw it. I've seen
probably,
every episode.
Probably because it's a television show. I don't
seen
watch television shows.
every episode except the...
You better stop talking or I'm going to forget.
The new reboot.
With the black guy?
With the black guy, which I watched on episode and was out.
The 24 hours is one day, obviously.
Yes.
But is every season a back-to-back day, or they're spread out over periods of time?
I think some have been back-to-back days, and some have not been back-to-back days.
Okay.
I think it's dealer's choice.
Okay, I was going to say, if it's like, let's say they do 9 seasons, 8 seasons?
Probably 8.
That it would be 8 days in a row. How would they explain Kiefer from day 1 to day...
How would they explain Alicia Cuthbert from day 1 to day where she's a child and then an adult?
Yeah, and then she also got kind of chonky, too.
She chunked up a bit.
Yeah.
But in all the right places.
Not necessarily. I think she was kind of fat for a little while.
Maybe.
Anyways,
I'm going to tell you
when she was in Maxim magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to jerk off to that a lot. I'm saying I jerked off to that specific Alicia Cuthbert Maxim, not the magazine.
You're
chain.
just a big Maxim guy.
No, just
I definitely.
I remember seeing it at at the time Chapters, and I bought it and I took it home and I was like, "Holy shit, that's what I'm jerking off to." The girl from Popular Mechanics for Kids.
Yeah, I definitely used to buy Maxim magazine regularly. It's different
for
times.
The articles.
For the articles.
For the articles.
Yeah. What do you think about Peter McNichol's 2004 credit, a short entitled "Mitch McConnell's Equal Pay Solution with Peter McNichol"?
Okay. How long is it?
Let's find out.
2 minutes. Let's watch it.
No runtime.
YouTube it.
Listed. Sure.
YouTube it.
Let's just search that. It has
Mitch McConnell.
0 reviews.
Okay, then maybe it doesn't exist.
It's directed by Andrew Bush.
Oh,
lead singer of Bush, who has written. Oh, he's directed. What are all these things you've written, Andrew Bush?
Are they satirical political things, or are they actual real things?
Maybe the former. Blackberry Meltdown with Dave Foley, Jeanette McCurdy Gets Dirty, The Flaming Lips Sell Out, Fred Armisen Joins the Flaming Lips, Jewish James Bond with Phil Rosenthal and Patton Oswalt, Black Teen Public Relations.
I don't know.
What's going on
they're
here?
like comedy sketch things?
Yeah, maybe. I'd feel better about that. Peter McNichol doesn't strike me as a...
comedian?
No, he doesn't strike me as a Republican.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a satirical, like it's a comedy thing.
Mitch McConnell's Equal Pay Solution with Peter McNichol.
Is it him as Mitch McConnell? Oh,
it's on Funny or Die. You know what? It is McNichol as McConnell. We listened to it, but we don't have another 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Watch it yourselves, assholes.
We'll watch it afterwards. Leave it open.
I will leave it open. That's for Daddy, not for you.
Yeah.
What else is going on?
I don't know. Where are we? What movie are we watching?
He is chewing the shit out of the scenery.
From the moment Peter McNichol is on
frame
camera,
1.
He's just chewing up scenery. You getting a Chinese phone call?
I'm getting a Chinese phone call, but I can ignore it.
Second one, he's on screen. He's chewing up scenery.
Oh, he's
got the most ridiculous accent.
It's not
like Hungarian.
Yeah,
or something.
it's not from anywhere.
No,
it's
a generic
a silly European
Eastern
accent.
European accent.
Yeah,
he is. They've brought up some big, masterful, like archaic painting from the basement.
Yeah, with Thor.
On it.
Who's the guy?
Vigo. And I can tell you something about him, Scott.
Viggo Mortensen?
No.
Oh.
The guy who played Vigo was a professional wrestler in the 1960s, known as Prinz Wilhelm von Homburg.
Oh, a Nazi panic guy.
He wrestled in the 60s and 70s in Europe and somewhere, like, one of the AWAs or the somethings. And he was like a big generic, like, former Nazi heel.
Yeah. Fritz von Erich.
Fritz von Erich. I believe his name is something.
Wilhelm von Homburg.
Okay, yeah. So just his name with Prince at the beginning.
AKA Norbert Group.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe he wanted a less Nazi sounding name.
Sure.
I mean, look when he was born. 1940 in Berlin.
Oh, he's a Nazi boomer.
He's a Nazi boomer.
Nice. He's dead. We lost him at 63.
What a shame. What a shame.
But yeah, so the giant scary painting is possessed. So
has the ghost of this ancient Romanian deity guy.
One of those.
Something like that.
Yeah.
What do we got? Okay, so I'll let you say the line, but
thank you.
So they discover they go to help Dana, they investigate, they discover the slime, the purple slime, the ooze. So then when they take it back, they do experiments on it or whatever. Oh no, sorry, they're not they're going to dig underground because they realize that it's coming from under the city.
Yeah.
So
there's a river of ooze.
So they pretend to be city construction workers to dig a giant hole to get into underground. When they're doing that, the police show up, and Venkman does a good job of car salesmaning his way out of it.
Yeah.
So then they send Ray down there. He goes to get a sample, and then the police come back with like the city commissioner of they're like whatever. And then they cause like a big ruckus, and they get arrested. And I just wrote, "Whew, good thing they didn't bring Winston with them when they were cutting up that street, or there'd be one less Ghostbuster."
Absolutely, yeah. That was that worked out in everyone's favor.
So then back at the museum, where Peter MacNicol is looking at, like, working on at night, and the painting of Vigo comes to life, and gives him. He's up on a ladder, like looking at it, and the painting expels some magic,
zaps, and then on the ladder he goes, "Stinging, I'm stinging," and like falls in slow motion off the ladder
to the floor.
It's very funny.
Vigo pretty much tells him that he needs to find him a baby so that he can be reborn.
Yeah,
and he obviously knows that Dana has a baby, so he goes to her apartment to confront her. And
at which point I ask, why does this fucking creep have her home address?
He's her boss. He's her boss.
I guess.
If you have employees, you know where they live. They got to fill out paperwork.
It's true.
I wrote. Anyways, man, we're all over the place because I wrote this down late at night. What ends up happening is the Ghostbusters, when they're trying to escape the ooze, it starts to rumble and shake, and it ends up breaking a power line, and it knocks out the entire power to the city. And I read, "Ooh, 2 towers, baby!" So that's why they get arrested. And then he goes to her apartment to steal the baby. Mm-hmm. And I wrote, it's clearly a blackout, but yet both of their faces are still completely lit.
Just very well lit for this blackout.
Still has
so much lighting.
Full lighting.
The most lighting I've ever seen. Yeah.
So then they go to court, and they're dealing with the judge and
Judge
Reinhold.
Harris Yulin.
Harris Yulin.
My boy.
So then they're
being again another apparent job shift, being defended by Rick Moranis, an accountant.
But he says, I mostly only have done, what do you say, like a tax law and the occasional pro bono thing.
And then he said my favorite line in the movie.
Is it the same thing I wrote down?
One time I turned into a dog and they helped me.
Exactly what I wrote down.
Yes.
So one of my favorite parts of the movie is when he gets Venkman on the stand and he's giving his speech, and
Venkman says, "Yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell."
Pete is like talking out of the side of his mouth to Lewis, and it's very, very good and very funny.
Yes,
but he like very like under his breath, just saying like, "And they never meant to harm," and they never meant to harm anyone, and he's just like saying, and the judge realizes like that's a really funny scene.
Yeah,
very, very good.
Yeah, that was good.
So what ends up happening is they're getting sentenced, and they have like the tube of the goo that they got.
Tube of goo.
And the judge is just like, had enough. Like his kangaroo court's got him riled up.
Yep.
So he's yelling, and as he's yelling, the ooze is like reacting to the anger.
Bubbling
and popping and crewing and getting all angry. They realize it, and then it explodes, and then that ends up with like getting them free. It's like, oh, I guess there is stuff.
Scary things.
So then two ghosts appear out of the goo.
Yeah.
And I could have sworn that he said the Sklar brothers, but I know it wasn't the Sklar brothers.
I don't think it was.
I was like Shalar brothers or something, but I was like...
Randy and Jason?
Like, Sklars? They're like the nicest people we've ever met.
The nicest comedians we've ever met, yeah. No, I don't think it was the Sklar brothers.
So yeah, then they pop out, and then the Ghostbusters have to get their gear on, and when they're loading up their equipment, and they go Do, Ray, Egon, and then he kind of like has like a little look on his face, like, see, they made him more funny, because like he was super serious the first time. So you know they do their busting, they bust,
makes them feel good.
Then it's just like a montage of them like going back out on the road and getting some more ghosts, and they show Annie Potts, who is way less hot in this one.
Way less hot. And
bad hair.
And her and Rick Moranis are just like dumb babies now.
Yeah, like stupid. She's way less attractive. She's way less important.
Yeah.
Then my next note was just like, what is this rap song?
Ugh.
Like, I meant to look up who sang it, but I like didn't.
I'm gonna say Kool Moe Dee.
Maybe.
Probably not.
God, it was terrible.
That was bad.
Yeah, like that's like I don't know, what's popular with the kids these days? Rap? Okay, let's do it. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, B.
Wrap it up, B.
Yeah, that sucked. That was terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
You talk while I try and find out who sang the song. What?
Oh. Tell me it was Kool Moe Dee.
Oh my God, I can't. My mind is blown.
Okay.
While the role of Vigo was played by Wilhelm von Homburg,
the voice
of his lines were dubbed by Max von Sydow.
That's right.
And when Wilhelm found out, he left the premiere in anger.
That's not me.
That's nuts.
That's right. I do remember hearing or reading that someone else did the voice because his voice was stupid.
They changed Janine's appearance significantly to conform to the look of her animated counterpart in the real Ghostbusters. That's why she didn't look so attractive.
God damn you, real Ghostbusters. It's a good thing we're not doing 4 episodes of you in 2 weeks. I'd be pissed.
Bart, I'm pissed.
3 weeks. 4 weeks?
Keep talking.
4 weeks. Well, here's the thing. I have 2 more notes for the whole movie, one of which is Brian Doyle Murray, ! And Cheech Marin, ! And those are all of the rest of my notes.
All right.
So you may need to carry more than you think you did.
Originally, the producers planned to have the crashed Hindenburg appear as a ghost airship.
That's cool.
But they dubbed it in favor of the apparitions coming off the Titanic.
I guess Titanic was fun.
Yeah.
But,
New York.
Yeah.
But I guess the Hindenburg was like New Jersey, right?
Yeah, it was East Coast. Yeah. What are you looking for? Soundtrack of this guy? Do they just list it? That'd be nice, but they don't. Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack. Is it Bobby Brown?
Is it really?
Bobby
Brown?
There's multiple Bobby Brown
That could be.
tracks on.
Ghostbusters makes it feel good.
Do we know what it was?
No,
called?
It was just like the bad Ghostbusters rap.
Yeah.
Like, whatever that song was.
You got 2 Bobby Browns. You got a Run DMC.
It was not Run DMC. Absolutely, it was not Run DMC.
I mean, the song called Ghostbusters on the soundtrack is by Run DMC.
No, that couldn't have been Run DMC.
Ray Parker Jr. helped develop an updated version of his hit song Ghostbusters, performed by Run DMC.
Okay, maybe.
Huh. Then you get that's a fun group of folks on the soundtrack. Bobby Brown, New Edition, James J.T. Taylor, which is how he's listed for some reason. Dougie Fresh, Run DMC, Oingo Boingo, Elton John, Glenn Fry, and you got to have one that people have not heard of, Howard Huntsberry.
I like that you have to have one.
Yeah, like nothing but big names and Howard. So yeah, it might be fucking Run DMC. I mean, I can put on a little bit and see how fast we get copyright strikes.
No, that's okay.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. Yeah, I mean, I guess like ultimately, it's I guess the end is kind of similar in the sense that like they just do the same thing to defeat the bad guy.
That's the thing. It's very much the same thing.
Like Vigo eventually, like all the ooze causes all these ghosts to like reappear.
Yeah,
and they are trying to fight off all the ghosts. Vigo escapes from the painting, and Janos, Peter McNichol, steals the baby.
Yeah,
and then they just sort of combine the powers to defeat Vigo and save the baby and Dana.
There's pretty much the added element is the emotion thing that what Egon was studying, because the goo reacts to positive versus negative emotion. So they were basically trying to tell everyone in New York to like stop being assholes for a minute,
be nice, and then the baby talk the goo and it'll go away.
Yeah. And then otherwise they largely the same thing. They work together and beat the bad guy
in like 30 seconds.
really quickly.
Yeah. This is where all of the Marvel movies got it from. Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
Very true.
At least there wasn't scaling issues.
True. Vigo stayed the right size.
Yeah. And one other weird thing was just like, what, now all of a sudden Slimer's just like part of the team?
Yeah, Slimer's just cool with them now.
I guess he's not a bad entity because he just eats.
Well, I guess he's cool with them on Real Ghostbusters, and we have to make everything canon to Real Ghostbusters, apparently.
I guess.
Also, Vigo possessed Ray for 1 second.
Like a split second.
and then they fixed it.
Oh, I'm in you. Oh, I'm out of you.
Okay, well,
you're
good job.
Inside of me right now.
Good job, you did it. And yeah, that's most of what I got for.
I got nothing else. Everybody's seen Ghostbusters, so let's fucking move on.
Yeah.
We got so many things left and I'm completely out of energy.
I know, and let me just pause real quick before we get to a terrible movie. We're back and we're pissed. Yes, perfect. It's always
it's
always so scary unpausing. So scary.
Panic for a second. What time are we at?
You don't want to know. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't care. I'm just. We're gonna have to finish no matter what, so it doesn't matter.
I can't.
Unless you want to.
I can't tell you how many women have told me.
Unless you want to cut the last.
I don't.
Push it back to the next episode,
you're gonna
just make
a
more
fucking
episodes.
Panic attack right now.
Let's go to 12 episodes.
We're at 2.5 hours.
That's nothing.
Okay, I'm glad you feel that way. Let's talk about what? Say it.
Can we just be really fucking mean about this one and move on?
Yes and no. But look, I'm gonna present the information. Then we can say
it is all I know how to do.
We can say what we need to say. We're talking about Where the Dead Go to Die 2012, not The Dead Don't Die, or what is that what's the Jim Jarmusch one of recent times? Because I thought when this was first requested,
Dead Don't Die,
something like that, yeah. And this is not that.
I've seen it. It's boring.
I heard, yeah, I think you told me that.
It's got some okay actors in it, like mega hunk Adam Driver, but it's got nothing going on for it.
So this was requested by Tyzok, who is a fellow cat, which is why
boy.
I said...
But
yes
what kind?
No.
Is he a fucking lion?
As not a lion, but as per...
It's fine. Don't even look it up. We don't have time to look it up.
Okay, fair enough. As per a recent YouTube comment, it appeared to be like a brown cat.
Yeah, whatever.
Here's what Tyzok said to go along with this request.
I hate you. I'm bad at movies.
A very strange, poorly animated, and poorly voice-acted movie made by a man high out of his mind. This title features Doggone Boy, horrible flesh hell, deformed child stumbling into a CP basement, etc. Just something a little disturbing / silly for Spooky Month, which is when this was requested and seems like a lifetime ago. Also, I got this money from doing a Vor commission.
Sick.
The Predator was a scaly, in brackets, barf. Tyzok's writing, that's not an editorial. Pred was a scaly, barf, but at least the money is going to good use. So that's been presented. So that having been said, fuck you, Tyzok.
Fuck you.
This... I hate this. I hate this movie. This makes Flipped look watchable.
Yeah. I mean, fucking... I literally only have one thing to say, and that's it. I'll read my stupid notes afterwards.
Sure.
But allow me to channel Academy Award nominated actor Richard Jenkins in Academy Award nominated Best Picture, Cabin in the Woods. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Allow me to channel a Oscar-winning Julianne Moore in Oscar-nominated Magnolia. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, you really need to shut the fuck up. This was directed and written by, am I pronouncing this correctly? Jimmy Screamer Claus. Jimmy Screamer Claus, who, if I am to derive my judgment of Jimmy from this movie, is an angry 13-year-old. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing about this movie that suggests it couldn't have been made by an angry 13-year-old.
Correct.
The level of animation and graphics, the voice acting, the concept, the writing, everything about it. I hate this. It's awful.
It might be one. If it weren't for something that's coming much later in the all requests, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, 100%, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Not even because, like, the content is so graphic and disgusting.
That's the least of anyone's problem. It just sucks.
That is not even, everything is just so fucking bad.
Yeah. It's 2002 edgy, even though it was made in 2012.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I wrote some notes, but, like, I don't even remember the context of the things I wrote. So I just gonna read them.
I do that sometimes.
And like I don't even give a shit about going through the plot. I just want to read the comments.
What plot?
I mean what plot? But like so I wrote an accurate description of what a condom is. I don't know.
Okay.
Obviously said something about condoms being stupid.
Yeah, I would assume.
I don't care for the way that the kid was breastfeeding.
Oh yeah, there was some. It was gross breastfeeding. Yeah.
I wrote more proof that all dogs are evil.
Sure.
Because I mean the dog.
It's like a devil dog type thing.
I said that was a great abortion scene.
Quite the abortion scene. Just yanking it. Out of there.
With dog pulling it out by his mouth.
Yeah.
I wrote the ultimate sacrifice. Oh boy. The ultimate sacrifice was...
the boy letting the dog fuck him to save his parents?
No. He had to fuck the dog on top of his mom's dead corpse in order to save his parents.
Which didn't even work.
Which didn't work because the dog was just
evil. A trick by the dog to have sex with the boy.
I said, that's absolutely not the first kid that this dog has tricked into doing this.
I also wrote, a dog near a white woman's vagina. Who could see this coming?
Cannibal Cupcake? Look it up.
Google
it. Although you gotta have safe search off.
I can't Google it because it's just gonna come up with a diaper after it.
I was very, very disturbed by the smiley head blowjob scene.
Yes.
The smiley face one, that was very, very off-putting for me.
Yeah. There's a fair amount of off-putting stuff in this.
I don't know what this note is. I wrote,
what do you got?
Thought I'd seen every kind of fetish there was, ...
Boy, I wonder what it could have been. Like, there's a lot of, just gratuitous blood and shit, so probably something.
I know what it was.
Oh, yeah? What do you got?
It was the jerking off the legs.
Ah.
The guy had lost his legs in Vietnam or something. And
I think Nazis took his legs.
Is that what it was? I don't fucking remember.
But not in the war. Just like regular.
General.
Yeah.
And he had a hooker jerking off his prosthetic legs.
Correct.
Like his metal legs. There was a line that I wrote that was, testicles full of the tears of God. She can use her holes to release them.
Yes. I do remember that being said. I have nothing to add to it.
And then my final note was, I'm not finishing this, in brackets, after seeing the baby jammed back inside the vagina while she was masturbating.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't need to see the rest of this.
I finished it because I'm a professional.
I mean, I did. But I did it at 1.5 speed, and I was just seeing the visuals, and was just I'm never recovering from this. This will never leave my sight.
No, this will come up in the therapy.
Yeah.
That we will desperately need after this podcast. Yeah, the whole thing is like if Xavier Renegade Angel was awful. Because, it looks like Xavier Renegade Angel, but there's nothing funny. And, even some of the premises seem like they could be, weird Xavier stuff, but then they don't go anywhere. It's like the first 1% of Xavier, and then they just fuck it up by, again, being an angry 13-year-old. I have an out of context note. Wait, so isn't every second child the Antichrist by this logic? Because I think that the evil dog was telling the boy, the second child's the Antichrist. I'm like, what? Every second child? There's a lot of second children out there. What are you talking about? But this is not something to be analyzed. And now when I say it wasn't funny, I mean it wasn't funny besides one line which was very funny. So there's a boy, not the same boy who fucked the dog. We got a new boy who has a Siamese twin's face growing out of the side of his face.
Yeah.
And his story arc was there's a neighbor girl across the way whose dad is making porn of her, as you do. As I wrote, the child pornography section of the film. And then because it's this movie, even though he wants to help the girl stop making child pornography, he gets some of the child pornography, I think just straight from her dad, straight from the source, and takes it home to watch it and is going to jerk off to it. And then the Siamese twin boy's dad walks in on him and says, hey, it's not just your cock you're jerking off, it's also your brother's. And I refuse to have a fag for a son, which is funny.
It is funny.
And the rest is very, very bad. There's an in memoriam after the credits. Yeah, that's right. I went to the end of the credits. Please never dedicate anything this terrible to me. If you're making a Where the Dead Go to Die type movie and I die, don't dedicate it to
I
me.
got bad news, buddy.
You're making Where the Dead Go to Die
making it,
too,
and I'm
and you're going to
dedicating it
kill
to
me and dedicate it to me?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is this is truly horrible. I wish nothing but the worst for Jimmy Screamer Claus, whatever he's doing 10 years later after this. Has he put out anything recently?
No.
What's Jimmy
One
up
other
to?
movie, and that's it.
He's put out. He's composed for a lot of shorts.
Cool guy.
I guess he's a stupid musician. I guess that's his vibe. He has directed a short as recently as 2021.
There you go.
Hasn't gone.
Do you think it's any better than this?
No, I don't. I think it's the same.
Do you think somebody should give us $50 to watch that short?
You know what? Keep your fucking $50. I have my limits. He's done one more feature length after this in 2015, When Blackbirds Fly.
Cool.
You know what? Even the one paragraph synopsis is more than it's worth. Or should I read it?
Oh.
That got me going. Heaven is a beautiful, clean suburban paradise. Every block is populated by lush trees and lovely row homes. People are free to roam and do whatever they please, as long as they follow one simple rule. Do not communicate with the evil one that dwells on the other side of a giant wall that circles town, which is under 24-hour surveillance by a team of soldiers wearing gas masks. The ruler of the town is a man named Cain. It's got to be Cain, who plasters images of himself all around town, insisting that his citizens trust and love him. A small child becomes obsessed with the seemingly increasing flocks of black birds that populate the town. One day, after chasing one, he discovers a talking kitten with a broken leg, who begs Marius and his classmate Eden to crawl through a hole in the wall to help her. The kids decide to do it, and she repays them by introducing them to a brightly colored fruit that grows wildly on the other side of the wall. After consuming it, the kitten brings them to meet the evil one, who attempts to teach them the forbidden knowledge that Cain is hiding from them all. I was hoping for crazier, actually, but I'm sure it's a bunch of awful nonsense, too. Are you good?
I don't.
Oh boy, you have a mischievous twinkle in your eye.
It's funny to me. I don't know how funny it's going to be to everybody else.
I can't believe this is going to be longer than part one.
Okay, I'll stop talking. Let's go.
No, say no.
You know how I often make references to Cannibal Cupcake because I think it's very funny?
Absolutely.
Somebody, I don't know whoever it is, you are my favorite human being on the face of the planet.
Reverse Twitter creep of the week.
Reverse Twitter creep of the week.
Twitter living their best life of the week.
It's not even Twitter. It's just the internet.
The internet.
Drew's favorite internet person of the year.
Okay. Kanye West.
You know what? Decade.
Oh my God.
Somebody went onto IMDb, created a page for her under her legal government name,
and
gave her gave her credits as 2 as a director, 2 as an actress, 2 as a cinematographer.
Nice.
For 2 of her videos. Cupcake and the King and Pretty Please Poppy from 2014.
I'm guessing both the King and Poppy are dogs?
I would say you got a good chance that you got 100% on that. I just find it really funny that they went in there with her legal government name and gave her 2 credits.
That's very good.
That is so funny.
Yeah. King of the decade.
King of the decade. If you or someone you love was the person that made that, you're the best.
Get in touch with us.
You're the best thing I've ever seen.
We would like to send you a check for $20.
Yeah. Oh, gross. And here's a link to all our videos.
Excellent.
I'm out.
Yeah, for now. Wait till off pod.
I'll wait till you're not here.
In my own house?
Yeah, where would you prefer me to aim?
The Glass House, 2001?
Glass House, 2001.
By Adam T. Las Vegas wrestler Adam Thornstowe?
Sure.
Is that the guy?
Yep, that's the one.
The guy who had one PWG match and wasn't asked back because it wasn't that good?
Wasn't he in Reno Scum?
I believe he's in Reno Scum, along with Luster the Legend.
Yeah.
Good stuff. This has been Vegas Wrestling Talk with Scott and Drew. Glass House of 2001. There's teens talking at the beginning of it, and they describe Meryl Streep as like Katie Holmes to our parents. Does that line work in 2001 or, in fact, any year in history?
No.
When was Katie Holmes this generation's Meryl Streep?
2000.
Don't you say it.
2000.
Walk me through it. When this movie was filmed?
Dawson's Creek.
That line annoyed me. I was mad from the get-go, and the movie had to win me back.
Scott, remember I said that I had an interesting piece of trivia that I wanted to use for this movie, and I was going to wait to tell you?
Yes.
What if I told you that this was the first movie that got a theatrical release after 9/11? And it tanked at the box office.
Turns out people were not ready to go back to the movies.
Turns out people did not want to go to the movies. It was released 3 days after 9/11. The Friday of 9/11.
They're like, should we delay the release? No, it's got to be Friday.
And Glitter were the two movies released that Friday. Yeah.
That's got to be why Adam recommended this.
Maybe. It has to be.
Right?
Has to be.
Yeah.
Did you know the original cut of the movie was almost 180 minutes long?
What are you talking about?
Before the majority of the footage was deleted during post-production, reducing the runtime to 106.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would another 75 minutes of footage have done?
Couldn't have told you. Well, if you would remove 20 minutes of footage from this movie, what would it have done?
Like, this didn't feel rushed. Oh, I do not want to see the 3-hour cut of this.
No. Not even a little bit. Back to the kids chitter chatting or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember when this is gonna be a callback from earlier. Remember when this wiener kid was a thing?
Yeah.
I don't even.
Is he also in Rookie Blue?
Oh, I'm gonna look. He's the wiener kid in Jurassic Park 3.
Okay. What's that? The Lost World?
No, that's the second one. Stupid.
What's that? Fallen Kingdom?
That's the 5th one. Stupid.
What's that? T-Rex's Revenge?
Yeah, that's you got it.
Tammy and the T-Rex? Jurassic Park, Tammy and the T-Rex.
Yeah. No, he was not.
Theodore Rex.
Theodore Rex. In fact, I feel like his acting career kind of just...
He stopped being cute?
Or he just wasn't a good actor, so he went to school or something.
I feel bad for child actors who stop being cute. That's why I've chosen to never stop being cute, so I can keep playing children in the movies.
Uh-huh. Anywho, remember when this wiener kid was a thing?
Another wiener kid?
No, that.
Oh,
that kid.
okay. So there's a girl and a boy.
Yeah, Lily Sobieski and
should I make
kid.
it any more obvious?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know these parents.
Yeah, Rita
Wilson,
who remained requested to be uncredited.
Interesting.
And I wrote, and the dad was that guy who I've seen
and
in
I'm like,
stuff.
I know this fucking guy. Where do I know this fucking guy? Fred from Roseanne is where I know this fucking guy.
Oh, yeah.
From.
There you go.
Fred from
There
Roseanne.
You go.
Yeah. But I had to look it up. I couldn't pull it.
A reference that I would say maybe half of our listening audience is too young to know who that is.
Too young to have been born during the original run of Roseanne.
Probably.
Yeah. Which
makes me feel
like I'm going to die soon. Yeah. There, I didn't write down the context, but someone did. It was 2001, and someone uttered an unironic booyah.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was.
It was probably the son.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Anyways, Rita Wilson and Dad go out on the town for a nice anniversary dinner. Then tragedy befalls them as they get into a horrific car accident.
Yeah, and unlike the war zone, fucking die.
Fucking die. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they die. And there is a very, very comical fainting, falling down scene when Lily Sobieski is told her parents are dead. It's like slow motion, dragging your hand down the wall, knocking over a lamp, reaching over to grab this table, and I can't get it, and I knock everything off the table to the floor, and then, it's horrible.
Important question. How old is Lily Sobieski in this movie?
Are you going to say some gross things?
That depends on how old Lily Sobieski is in this movie. Born June 10th, 1983, which makes her older than 18 as of 9/11.
There you go. So legal.
Imagine being born.
Well, that's good.
Imagine being born in 1983.
Because I wrote the note. Lily Sobieski. Not really my type, honestly. But she's kind of cute. But she's got some nice milkers.
All accurate statements. Yep. Yeah.
Like, she's fine.
Yeah.
She's got nice boobs.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Even at 18.
18 illegal. Should be 15 illegal if you ask Scott.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, you know.
I'm just asking questions.
Yep. Anyway, so
they're at the funeral. We get a shot of Mr. Big, Chris Noth.
Noted canceled guy. Sexual predator.
Happens to the best of us.
Yes, it does.
We get like a 3-second scene with him because he's like he's their uncle.
Yeah.
Who doesn't see them much, and that's that. We'll see you in a while.
Later.
See you in a while, Chris. So they're neighbors.
Yeah.
Which seems like an odd chain of custody.
Somebody's got to look after them.
I guess so. They're well-to-do neighbors. The Glasses. Ira and Philip.
Yeah.
And their third sibling,
Elisha,
Walking on Broken.
Oh,
good Annie Lennox song.
Elijah Glass is Samuel L. Jackson's character from Glass.
Oh, Elijah, that's right. And that's all the Glasses. So the Glasses.
Noted NHL player Cody Glass.
Ooh. I thought we could get an episode without you sneaking the hockey corner in.
Shut the fuck up.
Here we find ourselves.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, you really need to shut the fuck up. So the Glasses across the street just become their guardians.
Well, I think it's sort of revealed later on why. From Bruce during right before the.
Yeah, what was the deal?
Well, he just said that, I did you a huge favor by making this happen.
Oh, right, yeah, because they've been, even though they seem well-to-do and have a very cool glass house. You get Do you get? Do you get it?
They said the title.
I don't know if you get it.
You said the title. I got it.
But like they're the Glasses.
They're the Glasses.
Like the glass. Look. Yeah. Oh yeah. The glass house.
The Glasses own a glass house.
A glass house.
It's their glass house,
and people inside them should not throw stones.
Correct. They are Stellan Skarsgård and Diane Lane.
Yeah.
And if you thought that I was spending a lot of time swooning over Raquel Welch, let me tell you
equally for Ms. Lane,
Diane Lane.
Yes,
because holy shit, do I love Diane Lane?
She
great. Is a babe.
Yeah,
like always a babe. Even now, a babe.
Stellan Skarsgård should be so lucky.
Should be so fucking lucky. And he does not do a good job of making sure she stays beautiful.
No, he does not. I did write the first frame he showed up. I'm like, I wonder if Stellan Skarsgård's going to be a bad guy.
I often ask myself, I wonder if he's ever been young.
No, he's one of those guys who was born 50.
Yeah. Because he's been in a lot of movies. He always looks the same.
Yep. Yeah, you find one from like 1982. Yep. It's Stellan Skarsgård. Sometimes you find one from last week. Yep. It's Stellan Skarsgård.
Sometimes you think he's a nice guy for most of the movie, and then he tries to rape you at the end.
And sometimes
nymphomaniac
he will go on a long monologue calling pedophiles who don't act on it heroes. That's, you know what? There's not a lot of certainties in life. I am pretty certain I will never watch Nymphomaniac start to finish again.
Nah, me either.
It's very long
Yep.
and not particularly good.
No, and the things that are in it that are like graphic sexually are more like just shock value.
Oh, I'll have images from it in my head for the rest of my life.
Biggest blackest dicks I've ever seen in my life.
2 just honkers.
Just big black, like
Black.
West African
Midnight.
French. Just
Evil motherfuckers.
11 and a half, 12 inches rock solid.
Like
a paint can
conservative 12.
round. Like, holy shit.
Just nonsense penises.
Or like a real blowjob that's not a real blowjob.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So even though the Skarsgård lanes are seemingly well to do, Stellan appears to be in some bad shit with owing people from the wrong side of the tracks money because he's bad at his job.
Even though he owns he's like an old car tag.
Sell one of your cars. Sell your vintage Jaguar.
Or sell your Johnny Testarossa.
Sell Diane Lane.
Ooh, I'll buy.
Right?
I'll buy.
You buy. Yeah, so the deal is they're trying to scoop these kids' inheritance.
Yeah, like if they'll be the legal guardians, and that way they can get their money to help pay off his debts or whatever he has, and help feed her pain pill addiction,
her opioid addiction.
and she's like a doctor.
Yeah.
But she's incapable of getting her own pills?
Yeah, she's like a Nurse Jackie.
I guess. Good reference for a thing no one's ever seen.
Yeah, I know.
Edie Falco?
Yeah, I think she was a nurse and also did drugs, but was also cool.
I don't know.
I think she was Girl House. I don't know.
That's nobody's Girl House. House is too good for Girl House.
Worse Girl House.
Worse Girl House. That's what it is.
Fair. And yeah, so that's the premise basically, as is revealed over the course of the movie. And they at first it's weird because like at first they're legitimately nice, and then he's mean.
Well, and they like buy the son video games and just like distract him.
That is all it takes to make this kid forget his brutally killed parents.
Me too. Buy me a PS5, you can kill my parents.
That's fair. I mean, for how much you've talked about wanting a PS5, I actually believe that. Yeah. I believe that you would crawl over your parents' corpses for a PS5.
The only problem with it is I get a PS5, I got to start roster editing all over again.
Oh my god! No transfer?
Nope, doesn't go system to system.
Ooh, you should still do it though.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, you should kill your parents and get a PS5.
Maybe.
And they have like a sick 2001. Home theater in their fancy house with what has to be at least a 37-inch TV.
Absolutely.
that you watch from 15 feet away.
Yeah. With a sound system that's like way too big for the size of the TV or the size of the room.
Sound system that is 20 times the size of the TV.
It's mostly a wall of the house.
Yeah.
And you're watching it on a TV that you can barely see.
What is this situation? And Skarsgård orchestrated the car accident that killed them, right? Yeah. And
because he knew, well,
that's what. So the daughter was like looking up the police report of the accident and stuff, and it was
of course in 2001 you can just go on the internet and look up the police report.
Easy. They did good 2001 internet work here.
They're hackers. Yeah.
So in her hacking, and it turns out they weren't driving the car they should have been, and she looks up and says to no one, "My father drove a Saab." I'm like, well, thanks for
giving us
thanks for telling, not showing. Yeah. That was good. She has a sick like one of those colored Mac iBooks.
Yep.
Which was the height of computer fashion.
The height
in 2001. That was very cool.
Huh. The director, he mostly does TV now. I mean, he's done everything. Holy shit, has he done everything?
He's been everywhere.
The Americans, Game of Thrones, Fear the Walking Dead, Man in the High Castle, Ozark, Better Call Saul, Jack Ryan, True Detective, The Sun. Lovecraft County,
I like more than half of the shows you've mentioned.
Bones, Lie to Me, Life.
Tim Roth's Lie to Me.
Yep.
Full circle.
Full circle. Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
The good one.
But
they're all good ones. Just
he was
a rapist.
an executive producer on, you'll never fucking guess, 176 episodes. I'm just going to tell you instead of wasting time by you guessing.
I insist.
Literally my favorite show of all time that we already mentioned once, like 10 minutes ago.
House?
House.
Huh.
The director of The Glass House is an
E.P.'d House?
executive producer of House.
Like all of
for
and
every
for the whole,
episode, for the
wow.
whole run.
Fucking A.
That's what?
Is House based on The Glass House?
No.
They just took out the glass
They
and
just
made
took
a
out
house?
glass
Okay,
and made it
well,
the
answer me
house.
this. What does House live in?
An apartment.
Oh. That hurts my
He
theory.
lives inside his own head.
Oh. I was thinking he lived in a house the way the glasses live in a glass house.
No.
I guess it should have been called the House House.
House.
Yeah.
He lives in House.
Yeah, so that we get the so they get it's mostly Stellan. The wife is just in it for
Drugs.
the pills.
In it for the pills.
Yeah.
She needs to keep feeding her addiction, and he needs to get the bad guys off his back.
Yeah. And she's sort of graduated from pills. She's like shooting heroin.
Yeah, she's straight up doing like just black tar in the veins.
Yeah, the natural progression of things. Yeah,
Reed Flair style.
Yeah, because early on when the girl got home one night, she saw Diane Lane just like passed out with a needle in her arm. And she's like, is that normal? And she's like, oh yeah, she's diabetic. You know how diabetes works like that?
Yeah, you know how diabetes works where you just leave a needle in your arm when you're asleep?
And go to sleep, yeah. So Stellan gets less and less subtle in wanting to kill the kids.
Yep.
But then at prime kid killing time, Stellan's not debtors because he's the debtor. Debtees, the people he owes money.
Debt collectors.
Sure.
The debties. Yeah.
They show up and they're pissed, and he's like,
Bart, I'm pissed.
As soon as I kill these kids, you're gonna get so much money.
So much money.
And they're like, I think we're just gonna
take your car.
I think we're gonna take your car. And the car's brakes had already been cut because he's a big brake cutter, because that's how he killed the parents. Yeah. And one thing I didn't care for this is as we're going in the car, I don't think cutting the brakes makes the car go faster uphill. I really don't. If you're not gassing it, it's not going to accelerate. Shut the fuck up. Be quiet. Okay. Never mind.
You're right though.
Yeah, I'm like, why is it increasing? I mean, yeah. So so the one car crashes and most of the other bad guys are killed, and then Stellan's in the mix, and he's gonna get. Is it just the girl or the girl and the boy together? I don't think the boy's there. I think it's just the girl.
I think it's just the girl.
Yeah, and I don't remember the specifics. He's gonna run her over, but then she runs him over, right? Or
yeah.
I
mean, you skipped a lot, but whatever.
Well,
I mean, whatever. No, it's fine. I mean, some of the other notes I wrote is just that, like, there's, like, kind of a weird sexual thing with Stellan and her.
Yeah.
Like, he's very much, like... he is flirting with her, kind of.
Yeah, but also needs her dead.
But, like, there's the going to the restaurant for dinner, and then he's kind of, like, flirting with her, and then... what teenage girl goes swimming at 3 a.m. in her underwear?
That was... Look,
like, that's kind of strange.
I don't victim blame. But in this very specific circumstance...
Look what she was
wearing. She was asking for it.
Yep.
And he didn't even do anything. He was just like...
He gave her a towel and said, you look cold.
Yeah, and probably don't swim at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what teenage girls in high school do.
No.
Is just get in their skimpiest underwear and go swimming in like the pool of a strange family you don't know.
Yeah, was that like...
After the dad's kind of been a little creepy.
Yeah, that was like the first or second night, right? It was very early into being there. Like maybe let things marinate for a bit first.
They also showed some pretty graphic ass car accident footage when she was in the school.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I was not ready for that.
Yeah.
I was not ready to see like legitimate car accident footage.
Yeah, because that made her think of her parents, and then it fastened her resolve.
Yeah.
To fuck Stellan Skarsgård.
They're the sort of like lawyer or executor of the will for them was
Bruce Dern.
Bruce Dern.
Oh yeah.
Who again, second Bruce Dern movie of this podcast.
Who seemed to be on their side.
Like he seemed like a legit like good lawyer.
Yeah.
Until he shows up towards the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
And kind of tells Stellan Skarsgård like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like I literally gift wrapped this for you. I'm helping you," and you're like. You like the bank's gonna take away your
you're really fucking this
like
up.
They're gonna fuck you, because you don't have any money. And he goes, "Listen, I'm working on it, whatever." Then the bad guys show up, and he kind of says like,
and Bruce Dern's like, "Well, this seems like not my problem. I'll be on my way."
Well, no, Stellan Skarsgård says like, they're like, "Where's the fucking money?" He's like, "This guy's been robbing me blind. Like it's this guy." And Bruce Dern's like, "I'm out of here. This has nothing to do with me." And they're like, "Whoa, buddy, you're not going anywhere." He's like, "I don't even know this asshole." And then he goes, "Stabby, stabby."
Yeah.
Bruce Dern's dead.
Sad. Yeah, that was. I love.
Bruce.
Yeah, and the other bad guys just believed Stellan immediately.
Yeah.
Like even though it was so clear, it was just desperately saying anything.
And he's the guy that owes you money, has been lying to you about giving you the money.
It's this guy.
And they're like, it's this guy. Like, okay, I believe him.
Oh, let's kill him.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah, but we're also still gonna kill you.
Yeah, but then that's when it's kind of revealed that, or I guess it's revealed earlier.
Which thing?
That, well, because, like, they attack him before... Oh, it's before that. They attack him before that. But that's when she's like, you know, you killed my parents because they were driving your car. And he was like, it was their fucking anniversary. Like, I gave them the gift of driving my car so they could celebrate. Is it my fault that your dad's a fucking drunk who drove home drunk and fucking killed your mom?
Got her.
Yeah, like, I was like, okay.
But also I cut the brakes.
but also I may or may not have done something.
Yeah. Whatever. Details.
Cut the brakes, or wasn't it?
Or was it some other bullshit?
A blown out tire or something?
Oh, maybe.
But I don't remember how. I don't remember what they said.
Did he do blowout?
He did blowout.
Okay.
He did cruising.
No.
He had a black guy walk in and punch him in the face for no reason.
He didn't have that.
Okay, fine. I'll believe you.
I don't think he had that.
I'll believe you. This time.
And yeah, and so
then you said the bad guys and them chase down the hill.
Yeah.
They end up going over the cliff. They think Stellan Skarsgård is dead.
Guess what? He's not.
The cops come, and then he's not dead. He kills the cop.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that. I forgot
she gets
him killing
she
the
gets
cop.
in the front seat of the cop car, and that was a big problem I had. Is the cop car with nothing between the front and back seats. So she just climbed right through. Like, what kind of fucking cop car is that?
Bad cop car.
And then drives the cop car and plows into him.
Yep.
And then bye Stellan Skarsgård.
Yep. And the younger brother still got a PS2. So yeah, great.
Pretty sick.
Everybody's happy. And he's
now you get to live in the glass house.
Completely forgotten about his dead ass parents. Oh yeah, and then to put a bow on it, Chris Noth shows up.
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, you can live with me."
Oh,
we actually could have avoided all this if that had happened earlier.
You would have had to not deal with all this trauma, but the son might not have gotten a PS2.
Ooh, true.
And
does Noth have PS2 money?
Who's to say that Noth isn't going to sexually assault Lily Sobieski? I mean, he did it in real life. And also, I feel like he was a pro-Trumper.
Ooh, he could be.
I think he voted Trump.
Noth could have voted Trump.
So that's a hard household to live in.
Yeah. So I guess you stay with a potential murderer first, and then if that doesn't work out, then Chris Noth, then Mr.
Trump
Big.
Sexual predator second.
Yes.
Yeah.
A TSP.
TSP.
Yeah. Teaspoon.
Yeah.
Last one.
I know.
We're gonna do it.
We're doing it.
I'm pretty excited.
We're doing the damn
Still
thing.
don't know how we did the first one in 4.5 hours with only one less movie.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't understand.
We only did one preamble.
Although, part of it was, I'm realizing, Kimono Michi
is only one thing.
Was one thing, but counted as 3.
Yeah.
So
and no preamble on the second episode. So that's why.
So we should do that. We should do no preamble and do Kimono Michi every time.
Okay.
That'll keep it to 4.5.
we just do $100 a movie and we only have to do like 3 episodes.
Oh, imagine if we had done that from the start.
Yeah.
We're so stupid. This is on.
Is it too late? Can we make people
Can
pay
we make
more?
everyone who paid 20 pay another 80?
Yeah. You
Yes.
heard us.
We make everyone who paid 20 pay another 80 and then don't do 2/3 of them.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
We already got the money. We just close up shop.
Yeah. You can't sue me.
No.
You don't have any money.
You don't even know
I'm
where
from
I am.
Hollywood.
I'm from Hollywood. All right.
Andy, I think you really hurt her.
Very last one. Let's get this out of the way so we can fucking end this shit.
It's a fun one to finish on. This comes to you from Orca Bay, who did...
Noted owner of the Vancouver Canucks.
Noted parent company of the Vancouver Canucks. I didn't, or did I?
You did.
Or did I write it down?
You did it.
Was this a straight request, or was it?
You're straight.
It was a choice between this, The Skin I Live In, and previously mentioned on the pod today. Hey, a little bit of Forced Trans, and Wild at Heart. And we thought this would be the most fun to talk about. And now here we are to prove that wrong. But no, this is a truly insane movie.
I want to apologize off the bat
Oh,
to everyone still listening, all like 6 of you,
the good ones.
for the amount,
Just the members.
for the amount of times I'm going to say out loud during the review of this movie that the wrong son died, because
yeah.
I hate the other son,
Jacob Tremblay.
and I'm gonna say it probably 100 times, and a lot of it is gonna be subconsciously. I'm not gonna intentionally go out of my way to say it, but it's going to come out of my mouth. So I apologize that you're gonna have to hear me say the wrong son died every 4th or 5th sentence.
That's totally fair and not inaccurate. So off the bat, it is worth noting that this is the movie that cost Colin Trevorrow
Yep.
Star Wars Episode 9.
Yep.
He could have put the bow on the second worthless Disney trilogy.
But luckily for him, he got to make 2 Jurassic World
he got to make
movies.
2 also truly terrible.
But not the 3rd
Jurassic
one,
World.
right?
Did he make 1, 2?
He did 1, 2, and 3 was a different person, but he was like an executive producer.
I'm sure he was in the mix, certainly. Colin Show me.
Did he do the...
I can tell you he produced Safety Not Guaranteed.
Dominion?
Are you okay?
I'm saying the name of the movie.
He hasn't directed much, actually.
You're a director.
He directed... Get this shit, Drew. Are your socks on?
No.
Good.
My
Because they're
pants
about to
aren't
get
on either.
knocked off. He directed 1 and 3.
So who did 2?
Nobody directed.
Okay.
I mean, I would buy that nobody directed Jurassic World 2.
Fallen Kingdom. Alejandro Aya.
Fallen Kingdom.
Aha.
Directed by, wait for it, everybody's favorite, J.A. Bayona. Could you have pulled that in a billion years?
Right. I know who J.A. Bayona is.
He's kind of cute.
Shut up.
I don't have time for you anymore.
Yeah. He did something else. Maybe
2 episodes of Lord of the Rings of Power.
Whatever. He can't anymore because now it's all women next year. Season 2 is all women.
Sick.
They announced it. 'Cause
All black women.
all black women directors.
Love it.
All black trans women directors.
He did a Monster Calls. Is
Right.
that the one?
Yeah.
It probably is because not much else. Oh, another Naomi Watts connection, The Impossible.
Oh, yeah. That was all right.
And that's most of it. A couple episodes of Penny Dreadful.
Uh-huh.
Just
I watched
just for fun.
2 episodes of that show and gave up on it.
I never watched Penny Dreadful.
Mhm.
There is a Penny Dreadful spin-off
Uh-huh.
starring Nathan Lane and others
Uh-huh.
called Penny
Okay.
Dreadful City of Angels.
Okay.
And from the trailer for it, it looked like a cool, 30s, 40s film noir detective thing.
Uh-huh.
So I watched the first episode, and there was a bunch of magic and not what I was looking for in a show, and did not watch episode 2. But I did watch episode 3. No.
I started watching Penny Dreadful because it looked like it was dark and it had Josh Hartnett in it. And then it was bad.
Was he hot?
Nope. It
Oh.
was bad.
Sad.
Yeah, he's hot, so. Did we say what the movie was?
Yeah.
Did we say that it's The Book of Henry?
I think we said 2017's The Book of Henry, recommended by
I don't
Orcabet.
think we did. My first note is I've never been happier to see someone just completely, violently bully a child more than that little bitch Jacob Tremblay.
Yeah. That is...
Just getting completely fucking bullied at school.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty
it
good.
made me so happy.
Yeah. And then his older brother, Henry, is a...
Finn Wolfhard.
not him.
Finn Dickhard. Wolf Dickhard.
Wolf Dickhard. I've seen that kid
The
in some
other
other
kid
stuff.
From It, and
Right, he's an it. Yeah. He's an it boy.
he's an It boy.
He's the it boy.
He's an Itter.
He's 2022's it boy.
Nice.
Does he have a name, or is he one of those nameless kids that they're doing now?
Stuart Babylon.
I would not have expected his name to be Jaden, but here we are.
Yeah.
Jaden Martell.
Jaden Martell. That's right.
Oh, hold on. He's a man of many names.
Oh.
Because he's
legal-
currently Jaden Martell, cool Hollywood name. In Book of Henry, he was credited as well as several earlier movies as Jaden Lieberher. Much. How would I describe
Even
it?
though that's the one
Semitic?
even though that's the one thing you can have when you're in Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
but everybody's always like, no.
It is funny.
I'm going to change my last name to Brown.
It is funny that they run it.
I don't think you should have said that.
But it's very late in the podcast.
It's very late in the podcast.
That they
The Jews are in charge of Hollywood, so you can have a Jewish last name.
but none of them want to, which
I know,
is
it's so
interesting.
weird. It's like all those people in like the earlier golden age of Hollywood
Yeah.
that all had like European name, like,
Yeah.
and they were like, no, I can't be whatever.
I can't
whatever,
be Mae Westenstein.
whatever fucking Kirk Douglas's name is, because it's something like super Russian, right?
Oh yeah,
Like
Yuri Gagarin,
Yuri, Yuri Gagarin.
the first man in space.
Wow.
Not a lot of people know that Kirk Douglas
That-
was the first man in
That
space.
is pretty fucking good. That.
I'm still good for a couple, 3 hours in. Not a lot, but a couple.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you have confirmation on Kirk?
His real legal government name. It was in. Oh my God! How do you even?
Carlos Estevez.
Man. His name is Isur. Issur.
Oh boy.
Danielovich Demsky.
Holy fuck. That's an
He
Eastern
was a-
European man.
He was a Jewish Belarusian.
0 for 2.
And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm not...
Damn, Gina.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Did we know that
He's Michael Douglas's dad.
Kirk Douglas is the father of Michael Douglas? No. Did we know that Kirk Douglas was a professional wrestler?
I don't know if
Apparently,
I did.
He did professional wrestling to help pay for his studies at St. Lawrence University in the 30s.
Wow. 30s wrestler. That's crazy. I don't
That's crazy.
I don't think I knew that. I mean, I don't know a lot of 30s wrestlers, but you think Kirk Douglas and wrestling would have come up sometime. But
Yeah,
that's really
maybe
interesting.
it wasn't very long, or maybe it was like a very like unknown.
Yeah.
Like
That's cool.
you do some talking. I'm gonna look this up.
So Henry is a real young Sheldon.
Yeah, great.
And but not so hateable. 'Kay, I guess next to Jacob Tremblay, no one's that hateable. You're always gonna look better. But yeah, he's a super genius, but also relatable. I don't know. They present him as like the best of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very quick to get back to that. It was the late 30s, early 40s where he did a bunch of summer carnivals to make money.
Okay.
Where he became friends with world champion Luthez.
Him, I know. That's a cool set of friends.
Yeah.
Kirk Douglas and Luthez. I would hang out with those guys, but they would bully me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's nice to fantasize hanging out with them, but it wouldn't go like
even just like remove the tiger part. I don't think they're gonna like you very much.
I think the tiger part's the only thing keeping me in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, maybe. I wrote that like this family dynamic does not exist. Like it infuriates me.
This sucks.
No,
this family sucks.
No 45-year-old single mother
Yeah.
is more focused on playing Call of Duty than her financial
finances
struggles.
who are being taken care of
Yeah.
by her 12
And a
year old
10-year-old
child.
kid like that does not exist.
No.
Hollywood is so focused on trying to convince us all that kids aren't pieces of shit and that some of them are boy geniuses.
Yeah.
Wrong. No one in Hollywood who's writing movies, directing movies, like casting movies,
Yeah.
has ever met a child that isn't being forced into acting by their parents.
Yeah, that's all they know.
So they don't realize that there
These
are no
aren't real children.
kids like that.
Yes, exactly. 100%.
But then they have to write them in
Yeah.
to be like, oh, well, all these kids are like way more mature for their age, and they're they're way smarter than and they can figure out financials, blah blah blah. Like, no kid is like that.
No. Kids are stupid.
Unless they're playing in a U12 football league and just dominating.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I got back-to-back notes here. Him doing the finances is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then there's like a Naomi Watts putting them to bed scene, and it's so written.
Yes. Not authentic at all.
No family is this quirky. Fuck you. This is worse than Gilmore Girls. Because it's that kind of like too snappy writing that doesn't exist in nature. Like that's a lot of quips for children.
Yeah.
And also Naomi Watts is quipping even though she has her baby do her taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
While she's playing Call of Duty.
Yeah. I wrote, I appreciate a mom who doesn't care about other women being abused. A win for feminism.
So Hank from Breaking Bad and his, which I think is a cowardly move, stepdaughter,
I agree.
and not biological daughter, move in next door.
I agree.
Let's put some fucking stakes on this. Fuck your own daughter.
Yep, I agree.
Because,
Spoil the movie.
Because look, when
I'm gonna say something awful after this. So
when Hank from Breaking Bad is fucking his stepdaughter, who's actually getting hurt? What did you have to say?
I was gonna empathize with Hank from Breaking Bad.
Oh, even worse than what I was saying.
And I was gonna say, I can almost empathize with him more because his wife is dead.
Yes.
And his wife's daughter looks like his wife.
True.
And he misses his wife. And
it's an expression of love.
Who's a better replacement for your dead wife than her underage daughter who's living with you?
And not even related to you. Who's getting hurt? Nobody.
If you make a baby, it's not coming out retarded.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I don't even get what the problem is. What's even the conflict in this?
I hope we get demonetized for this. 4 hours into a second episode.
I like that. Extremely funny people, Bobby Moynihan and Sarah Silverman are in this movie, and neither gets to do one intentionally funny thing. Sarah Silverman gets to do one unintentionally funny thing where she is gonna maybe mercy fuck Henry right before he dies. No. That was a weird scene.
No, I don't think
she was
so.
That was,
goofing
weird.
Around.
Didn't like it.
I don't think
didn't like it.
I felt like I mean, it's funny because I could have sworn I wrote the note down, but maybe I didn't.
Mhm.
Was like Sarah Silverman is one of the most, like, as far as comedians go, like fast-paced comedians, fast-paced, like snappy,
Stewardess.
kind of funny people.
Yes.
And you're giving her the most like rigid, like flat comedy to do. Like, you honestly couldn't just be like, "Hey, Sarah, say some stuff."
Yeah, go
and
nuts.
she's like, "Yeah, okay."
Hey, be Sarah Silverman for a minute.
Like, "Hey, you have to read this line exactly how it's written."
Yeah.
And then this, and don't make it funny. And then she's like, "Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll just fucking read the thing."
You're the boss, Colin.
Yeah, it sucked.
Good luck with Star Wars.
Yeah, way to waste Sarah Silverman.
Yeah. And Bobby Moynihan's
Yeah,
awesome and
but
didn't get to do shit.
Bobby's whatever. I don't give a shit about Bobby. I mean, I
think he's very
I
funny.
like Bobby, but like whatever.
Yeah.
Sarah's more of a thing.
Oh, Sarah's bigger for sure, but well, not physically. Bobby's fat, but
Well, man.
so yeah,
Go ahead.
you go.
Oh,
I insist.
Well, okay. So Henry, who is the older of, he's Wolf Dickhard.
Yeah.
Something's going on with
His
him.
brain has a spaz attack.
His brain has a spaz attack.
Yeah.
Gets taken to hospital. Turns out he's been dying the whole time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, aren't we all dying?
but like nobody knows because the mom's a bad mom.
Correct.
And he's been hiding it. And
Yeah. Oh, I thought all your dizziness and blurred vision and falling down and saying my brain hurts was just because because I was letting you choose your own meals and you had gummy bears for dinner every night.
So he has to go to the hospital. Turns out, too late.
Yep.
Should've got here sooner.
This is extremely inoperable.
Yeah.
You're just going to die.
I was very angry that mom did not at least get some grief sex with hunky Dr. Lee Pace. Like, very angry that she did not jump his dick.
Noted beautiful man.
Yes.
Lee Pace.
Yes.
Who we'll see next week also?
Yeah, we do.
We will see next week also. Guess what? He's even more beautiful in that movie. If you could even fucking believe it.
Even imagine
Yeah.
hunky or Lee Pace.
He's great.
So, spoiler alert, Henry dies.
Henry straight up dies
The
and
wrong
then
son died.
the wrong son dies and the movie takes a
Very
fucking turn.
Bizarre turn.
So the first
Jacob Tremblay, the son that should have died,
yes.
is like 7, 8,
8. Sure. I'll
and-
give you 8.
And not only as an actor, but as the, like, in the story, the son needs to go from being an 8-year-old to being like a 15-year-old.
Yes.
Like, mentally. Like,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah,
needs
yeah.
to, like, figure out all these things, exactly how they work.
Yeah.
And, like, he's a fucking child. He doesn't know shit.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. He was never established to know shit. And right after the death, Naomi has like a real good like post child death manic phase.
Yeah.
That's real fun to watch. Yeah. So when Henry dies, let's be clear. The first movie ends, and they should have rolled credits.
Yeah.
After Henry died.
Yeah.
Because after that, a new movie starts. And it's
Different tone.
different.
Completely different tone.
Well, it's a thriller.
Yeah.
A thriller starts that used to be like a Merchant Ivory movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
A Keenan Ivory movie.
A Keenan Merchant Ivory Wayans movie. Yeah. So it's one of the most insane tone shifts of all time. Like Henry dies. Sad, sad, sad.
Don't fuck Lee Pace.
Don't fuck Lee Pace. Tremblay finds a tape, 13 Reasons Why style. And and takes it to his mother. He's like, Henry says we have to murder Hank. And so we embark on the mission to murder Dean Norris.
Well, I guess we kind of skipped over the fact that like Henry's been trying to get someone's attention that Hank has been abusing.
Yeah, he tried to tell his
daughter,
principal and she told him to fuck off.
and she kind of was like,
Yeah.
"Shut up! You're a dumb kid. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, you're the smart. You're not the smartest kid I've ever seen. You're the smartest human being I've ever seen. But also, I don't.
But
believe
also,
you.
you're a liar.
Yeah.
listen, kid. There's 48 students in your class, and I'm supposed to believe you. Like, you know how many kids I'm I'm in charge of. I'm overworked and underpaid, and I don't care what that guy's doing to his daughter.
Yeah, sir, that is not my job.
That is not
She turns into just like a DMV bitch.
Yeah. So Henry has planned out plot point by plot point, move for move, step for step, every single detail that needs to happen for his mom, who is notably like the
Stupid
least
and
functioning
irresponsible
human adult you've ever met in your life.
Yep.
And his 8-year-old brother,
Yep.
who is alive in defiance of me.
Yep.
To kill Hank from Breaking
Commit a murder. Yeah, so let's be clear. The first writer of this movie has tagged out. and someone new is on the job.
I don't know what I made the note for. I imagine it was in the book, because in the book
of Henry,
the book is in fact the book of Henry.
Yes,
he's like, because you can hear his narration of what she's reading, so that you know what's happening.
Yeah,
but like he says something, then the next line is like a joke directly to what his mom is doing.
Yes.
Because he knows exactly step for step what she's going to do. While reacting to what he's
Let's be clear how fucking nonsense this is. Like he's like arguing with her on the tape from beyond the grave. Like he has anticipated everything she's going to say and do. He's like, go to this ATM, take out $300 because you only can take out $300, stupid. Now go down the street to the right. No, your other right, because he knew she would not turn right
because she's again a 45-year-old adult woman who is so fucking dumb that she doesn't even know how to walk somewhere.
Yeah, it's like a series of memento tattoos in audio form. Like it's so like
awful.
Contrived does not do justice to what is happening here. I lost my mind at like know your other right.
Yes.
I'm no.
I don't know what the
I'm like maybe the right kid did die, but then cooler heads prevailed.
The wrong
no, I know.
I don't know what the actual reference is to, but it must have been something on the tape or that she was reading where they're explaining how reaction formation works to the audience.
Yes.
And I just wrote explaining reaction formation to the audience. Fuck you.
Yep. I can't remember where Tremblay used it, but he should have
died. I agree.
Kept doing it.
The wrong son died.
I said Tremblay should have done more stuff with the excuse that Henry would have wanted it. Henry would have liked it because he pulled that a couple of times. I'm like, kid, you can ride this for years.
Well, I want to fuck Sarah Silverman because Henry would have
wanted me to. Exactly.
Sarah Silverman.
I'd absolutely fuck Sarah Silverman. We climax at the school talent show, and it's a great talent show.
Uh-huh.
These kids are fucking talented. Like they're rocking breakdancing, they're doing like sick harmonies with the singing groups and stuff.
One of them's Luciano Pavarotti.
One's Luciano Pavarotti, and one burped the alphabet. You know, you got ups and downs. And I am so much more invested in the talent show than if she kills Hank from Breaking Bad. I don't care. So she is instructed to get the kids sort of have like a semi treehouse thing.
Yeah, in the woods.
It's Henry's lab where he does experiments and constructs insane Rube Goldberg devices.
Yep. One minor thing that we kind of glossed over is that
how hot Lee Pace is.
No, we did not gloss over that.
Okay, good.
That they have tried to contact Child Services, but Hank from Breaking Bad is the sheriff.
Hank's the sheriff, and his brother,
is like one of the people in charge of.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the brother is the sheriff.
Okay.
Right?
I think Hank is some kind of cop.
Hank is a cop, for sure.
And his brother works I don't know if he's at Child Services or something higher up, but because something government.
Because he definitely comes to him and says, like, you know, somebody reported something.
Yeah.
So I'm here to tell you that somebody reported something. So
Yeah.
their attempts to get child services to come
Go nowhere.
Yeah. So that's why the only
That's why you got to
option
take
is
matters.
to kill.
That's why you got to listen to your dead son and murder your neighbor.
And while you're at it, murder your other son because he should also be dead.
And also murder your other
The wrong
son.
son died.
So, so Naomi Watts is instructed to leave the talent show, go to the treehouse, set up the rifle that she's got, that Henry gave her the code word to buy at the gun store. Otherwise, they wouldn't have sold it to her, and blah, 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 and so much.
Number one, a fucking kid going into a gun store and no one gives a shit.
Love it.
Two, he knows, like,
depending on the state, yeah.
I guess it's true. He knows the exact, like, caliber
Yeah.
and the distance that she needs to adjust.
Maybe you didn't catch it, but he's a smart kid.
Yeah.
He's gifted.
Yeah. He's fucking Chris Kyle, but without the racism.
As a gifted child myself, game recognizes game, and I found no flaws in that.
Well, you're Chris
also,
Kyle with the racism, so.
No, I'm furry Chris Kyle.
Yeah, that's true.
A thing that exists. So she goes to the tree.
American hero who murdered children for fun.
Yeah. But from like 1,500 yards is crazy. It's very impressive.
Remember when they lied about him making that like world record snipe, but really
funny.
It was the guy for the Taliban that did it? Yeah, that's really funny.
Funny. Very funny. So she goes to the treehouse in dark of night and whistles to catch Hank's attention.
Nice little whistle.
And man, does Hank take the bait. I don't know if it sounds like someone whistling for their dog.
Yep.
And that's it. I have never gone out of my house to investigate such a whistle, let alone brought a gun with me.
Scott, I don't think if somebody was outside my house and they yelled, Hey,
Drew.
Hey, I'm going to go out of my house.
No.
I'm going to look through the window. If I don't see anything, I'm going to stay in my house.
Uh-huh.
I'm not an idiot.
Yeah. Hank, kind of an idiot. Meanwhile, back at the talent show, Hank's regrettably stepdaughter and not daughter is doing, again, a super talented ballet routine.
Yeah.
But she's crying. And the principal, who previously told Henry to
shut the fuck
off with his accusations, said, "Oh my God, she's crying while dancing? She's definitely getting raped."
She's definitely getting fucked.
or turning into a black swan.
Ooh, both? Can getting fucked turn you into a black swan?
Ooh.
Scott, I'm just asking questions. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Why don't you fuck me and find out? I wish I could have gotten that out quicker, but it was very funny and I gave myself the giggles. So it is what it is.
Long podcast where we both get the giggles.
I mean, it is fun. I hope it's, I was going to say I hope it's as fun for them as it is for us, but I don't care. I'm having fun.
I hope people are still listening at this point so that we're not just talking to each other for the sake of talking to each other.
Imagine just talking to each other off air.
I only have one note left, so I don't know how if you have anything really.
A couple. I did note that they never showed. I get that's one ahead. So she doesn't shoot him because she's a coward.
Well, my last note is, God, women can't do fucking anything without overthinking.
You can't even kill Hank.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
He's raping a child, and you can't even follow through with it.
Mm-hmm.
Women don't need them.
Yeah, I just wrote coward, all caps. But yeah, she's like, but I can, they have a confrontation and maybe he's going to shoot her, but I guess he's also a coward. And, but then she gives him the scoop on everything and it doesn't matter that he's got a brother in high places because it's too big, and he goes home and shoots himself in the goddamn head. But earlier, when in the previous movie where Henry died, we never see a body at the funeral or anything, and movie rules: if there's no body, they're not necessarily dead. And then so the main event of the talent show is Jacob Tremblay, who after his performance, I am guaranteed that he wouldn't have gotten that main event slot without a dead brother, because his performance was dog shit.
Well, He's a dumb kid.
So he's ostensibly a magician, but he's got a big chest in the middle of the stage, as does Sarah Silverman, and so he's got a big chest and says he's going to bring his brother back. And then I remembered, I don't think we saw a body. And I'm like, if he actually brings his brother back Prestige style, best movie of all time.
Yeah.
Even as such, it's one of the best movies.
So you're saying that Henry got in contact with Nikola Tesla. And created a cloning machine.
Correct.
Where he cloned himself and another version of him died.
Yeah.
And then his stupid 8-year-old brother would bring the other one out of the coffin.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
But instead of that happening, because this is not the best movie of all time, it's not even a fucking magic trick.
Nope.
He opens the chest and a thing blows confetti out of it, which I guess is supposed to be Henry's ashes. Like, what? Like, he said he introduced the trick saying he's gonna bring his brother Henry back.
Yeah.
And then confetti flies out of the chest. So that's Henry?
Maybe.
Anyway, Naomi Watts and Dr. Lee Pace fuck under the confetti, I think. And then through other overly contrived bullshit that happened throughout the movie, she gets custody of raped stepdaughter.
Again, another movie with neighbor gets the kid.
Oh my god, so many neighbors getting kids.
Neighbors getting kids.
It's weird.
Neighbors getting kids and forced trans.
There's been a series of like very weird coincidences between all these movies tonight. It's been a lot.
Can I end on with one really fucking nerdy trivia thing that somebody wrote in the fucking IMDb?
I insist.
Remember before when I said the person that made the Cannibal Cupcake IMDb is my hero?
Do you have a new, bigger hero?
This person is like...
the anti-hero?
This is Biggest Fucking Loser.
Okay.
When Susan goes to the bank after Henry's death, her boss tells her that she has $680K in her checking account. FDIC only allows banks to insure up to $100K in cash in one of combination of accounts belonging to the same person. The rest of the money would have had to been invested in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, or some other type of interest.
Fuck you.
What a fucking loser.
Yeah, because the way that Henry was playing the stocks. While alive,
he'd been making trades like on the phone.
Yeah, because his dumb part-time waitress mom wasn't exactly making ends meet. So
she was too busy playing Call of Duty.
So Henry went and made a cool $700K on the stock market. Yep. Just calling in and making trades like as a child. Can you do that?
Who sounds like a child.
He wasn't putting on a voice or anything. So, I don't know. Good job, Henry. And The Wrong Son died. And I'm Barack Obama. And I'm gay.
Tune in next time when we try to make both episodes a lot shorter, but I doubt we're going to do it.
Now for the traditional deleting of my notes, which I find very cathartic at the end of the episode and is one of the only things that keeps me from killing myself that night. And they're gone.
Breathe easy, my friend.
Feels good.
Feels good, man.
Feels good, man. A tight 341 for
That's not
for
bad, actually.
part 2.
That's not bad. It could have been longer. You want to go another 20 minutes?
Is that a challenge?
No.
I've got all night, motherfucker. No, I have to lie down. I imagine similar for you.
Yeah.
Shall we lay down together?
Dogs and cats
living together, horses eating each other. Madness. Good night, everybody. We'll see you, unfortunately, next week where we do all of this over again. Oh boy. Who's tomahawk chopping? We have to stop it right now, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason.
I don't know.
To continue.
Do whatever the fuck you want. Sarian Softpaws on some stuff, Andrew Sarian on Litterboxd, and you can also Snapchat me your butt.
Oh, I intend to take you up on this offer via @NotScottHenson on Twitter. We'll see if Twitter and Snapchat can
are the same thing.
Can figure out how to do butts.